stretching time, floating free, gotta ease his mind. Wings spread wide through the blue, flying high, nothing else to do. In the cockpit, it's just him and the breeze. Captain Canada feeling at ease. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Turbulence can't shake his vibe, every puff makes him feel alive. He's the captain you can't confide, loving life and stretching time. Sunset glow as he climbs higher, heart beats to his own choir. With a grin, he takes another puff, for Captain C, no sky's too tough. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs.
Hello everybody, welcome back for another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thursday afternoon, my friends. Air Canada 08, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Greg Elwell, welcome back. Boeing fan, good to see you. Matish, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Xemic, good to see you, my friend. Nadya's in the house, good to see you. Jesse, welcome back, my friend. On Dare, good to see you. Welcome back. Max Kaminsky, good to see you. Cat Minnesota, welcome back. Ian Crawford, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Looking forward to Air Canada replacement flights. Hey, they're actually flying again. When I was checking out Flight Radar 24 yesterday, there was still a bunch of, Air Canada flights flying. Tuggernuts, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Dakota, good to see you. Gigliotis, welcome back. Ize Official, good to see you, my friend. Air Canada 08, welcome. Says, let's hope the plane doesn't break this time around. Yes, correct. Joe B, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Good men, good to see you. Paul, good to see you, my friend. Leonard, good to see you. Guten Morgen, welcome back. Timothy, good to see you. CHLM, welcome back, my friend. Hugo, good to see you. Calvin, welcome back. Zero Plays, good to see you. Ahmed, welcome back. Willie, good to see you. Abdallah, welcome. Flying FS, welcome back. Two Bostons, good to see you. Alisendai, over on the vertical stream, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Matthew Thomas, welcome back. Good to see you, my friend. Great to see you, Mr. Canada. Thank you. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Get to do some Air Transat domestic ops today, friends. Montreal to Toronto, which is actually operated in Transat A330. I think they do this in peak summer season. They send the 330 over from Montreal to Toronto. I don't know if it's a repositioning flight. Something tells me it probably is. I'm wondering if there's like a flight that arrives in from somewhere to Montreal, and then the aircraft gets sent over to Toronto, and then from Toronto it goes back overseas or something like that. I think that's how that works. And the same with the flights. They're probably flying into Toronto, flying from Toronto to Montreal, and then Montreal across the pond. I'm actually going to start up a poll here momentarily once we kind of get the aircraft ready to go. We're going to start up a poll, and I'm going to let you guys decide on Saturday's long haul. We will be in the A330 for Saturday's long haul, but I'm going to let you guys decide the routing. So it's either going to be between Air Transat or Air Canada, and I'll let you guys decide. I will let you guys decide where we go on Saturday, friends. So I've got 2 flights already in order, and we'll let you guys decide where we're going and how we're doing it. Just ordered my 9950X3D with a 5080 GPU. Have to wait 2 weeks for it, not saying how much it costs. I know how much it costs, Paul. I am also building almost the exact same computer. For me, it costs about $4,600 for the whole build, the whole PC build. Between 43 and 46. is right where it is. I love a good poll. Where's a poll? Oh, you mean a poll in chat. Did they just update the 330? I don't think so, Mark. No, I haven't flown this aircraft. God, it's probably been 6 months. The last time we tried to fly this aircraft, we couldn't even get it off the ground. We tried to push back, and there was some type of conflicting keybind that was turning my engines off as soon as I took it from the start mode to the normal mode, it would just turn off the engine. So yeah. Let's do Singapore to JFK. How long is that flight? No, that's a very long one. Saw you a few days ago doing some test sectors. How did it go? As good as it can possibly be. I actually enjoy flying the aircraft, to be honest with you. For a default airplane that everybody has access to, I would say this is probably one of the better / best default airplane that you can fly in this sim. It does everything that you want it to do. The systems are there. Obviously, you can tell it's not like a full-fledged third-party software. But all things considering it's free and everybody gets access to it, it's quite good. It's quite good, to be honest with you. It's not fantastic. It's not Phoenix level. It's nothing like that. I don't even think it's even close to the level of the iniBuilds 350. But again, for being a free aircraft, I mean, you really can't complain. It's everything's there, everything that you would want it to do. Tanush, thanks so much, man, for support. Appreciate you, buddy. Huge no floaties to you. Says, can we do Toronto to Venice or Montreal to Algiers? That will not be part of the options. No, I apologize. Thank you, Tanush, for the $3 donation, my friend, or 179 rupees. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You got some changes in the changelog? Yeah, some things have been updated, but like, I feel like it's too difficult to figure out exactly how and when this airplane was updated. Because it's not even iniBuilds that updates the airplane, right? It's Microsoft. Microsoft owns all the rights to the airplane. They're the ones that are putting in fixes and this and that and this and that. So, yeah. Miloslav, thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. Thank you again, Tanush, for the support, my friend. Appreciate you, buddy. Unbelievably kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my man. Hello, how are you, Cap? I fully made the switch to 2024, and I've noticed that the ground textures are super blurry. Is it for you, too? No, not at all. No blurry textures, as you can see here by the stream, hopefully. No blurry textures at all. Going to be 4,200 UK pounds. That with a couple 4 terabyte drives, replacing my 8-year-old i7 6850 that nearly lost its life a couple months back. I hear you, Paul. I hear you, man. But with that new build, you should be set up for, again, another 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right? So that's the whole process behind it. It sucks, but it is worth it in the end, especially if you're an avid flight simmer or gamer in general, right? Are we doing a long haul on Saturday? We are doing a long haul. I'm actually going to start a poll momentarily. We'll get a poll up ready to go, and we'll be doing a poll. YYZ to Frankfurt. I know Airsoft updated Frankfurt recently. Nope, not part of the poll. Not part of the poll. Have the sounds improved? I'll let you be the judge of that. The sounds are, I would say, probably one of the weaker points of this aircraft. The sounds in the flight model, honest to God, chat, I've done like 4 or 5 practice flights now in the last 2 days. Let me show you how aggressive my curve is. I have never had to put this aggressive of a curve on an aircraft before for it to somewhat feel like it has a little bit of weight behind it. It's pretty crazy. It's even now, like lifting off the ground, I think you maybe apply that much pressure. Like look how small. Like if we were flying the Phoenix, I would be like this to get it airborne. To get this thing airborne, that is about the amount of pressure that I need to input on the control surfaces. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit wonky. I'm still not even really happy as well. The mic's cutting in and out. Just try and refresh the stream, guys. Try and refresh the stream if the mic's cutting in and out. Why was he to Barbados Air Transat? Nope, not part of the options. Not part of the options. Sorry, apologize. What I'm hoping getting any younger near, so maybe the last big build possibly. There you go, man. There you go, dude. because the wings are so big. I get that. The control surfaces are much larger than an E320, E321, whatever it may be. But I still feel it's way too sensitive. Like to the point where like it almost feels like it's that close to like auto rotating itself, because it's just, we're that close and it just kind of goes. So yeah, let's talk about poles and curves is slightly unnerving, only sim level material. Correct. Yes. Toronto to Gatwick. No. You know what? I'll just put the poll up now so we can stop guessing what the poll is going to be. Start a poll for Saturdays, and then this way we can let it run the entire stream and we'll get 300, 400, 500 votes on it. For Saturdays long haul. All right, so it's going to be Air Canada, Toronto to Lyon, or Air Transat Montreal. Where do they go? Montreal to Manchester. Montreal, Manchester. All right, there's the poll. You guys decide what we do on Saturday. All right. There is the poll up, and you guys can decide exactly what we do for Saturday's long haul. My Phoenix EFB randomly loses connection to the sim. Does anyone know if this is a bug? Detroit to Chibougamau? That'd be a fun one, wouldn't it? I don't think many people would tune in for that one, though, Joe B. One of these ideas I've thrown out will get picked up. Yes, one day. One day. All right, friends. Well, aircraft is boarded. Let's jump inside. Let's finish up. First Officer Henry's got the aircraft kind of in a turnaround state, I guess you could say. We still need to import flight plan, add fuel and weight and balance, and do all that fun stuff. So let's jump inside the aircraft. We'll get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. There was an Air Transat on top of me. I'm sorry I had to hide your airplane. I don't know who it was. I think it was whoever is Transat 3395. Whenever you log in, just make sure that you're not logging in on top of somebody. Because you logged in on top of me and I gave you a solid like 5 or 10 minutes to move your airplane, and you did not move your airplane, so I had to hide your airplane. The Air Canada livery is sexy as hell. It is. Yep, especially on the A330. Very nice. Very nice. Alrighty, first things first, let's go down to the McDo. We'll go our FM1 selection. Good, we'll clear that out. Beautiful. One thing I will say that I really do like about this aircraft is the FMC. It's super responsive, and it feels like they've added quite a bit since the last time I've flown it. Tanush, thanks so much for your support, my friend. Appreciate you, buddy. Does Leon have good scenery? Has fantastic scenery. I have the 2020 version, which I believe is also compatible with the 2024 version. And yes, it's fantastic. I can't remember who makes it, but it is fantastic. Is the 330 cockpit any similar to the 320? It's very similar. Really, the only difference in the 330 is this panel right here. So you obviously don't have this in the 320 series, and the overhead is slightly different. Although it is very Airbus-y, it is slightly different on the overhead, fuel pumps and stuff. You should do the long haul to replicate the Condor 330 I saw landing in Boston. Condor would be kind of fun as well. Maybe the next time we're in the 330, but digital design, that's the one. Thank you. Yes. Do you know why the Indy planes have different font in their cockpits? Not sure, Simmer Singh. Don't know, buddy. All right, cool. First things first, let's go to our NitRef tab. We'll do our NIT request. Look at how fast this is. Boom. Just like that, it pulled our entire flight plan. Montreal, Toronto, Transat 151, cost index of 10, cruise level 380. Beautiful. Let's jump over to the electronic flight bag. We're going to import our SimBrief data. Beautiful. Transat 151, Montreal, Toronto. Good. Let's go to our payload. We're also going to update that from SimBrief. We're going to apply load to aircraft. We're going to go instant. Good. And a way that you can check immediately is you'll see that this goes down to 500, and then it'll bump up to the actual amount of fuel that you have on board. Good. With all of that, we can then fill in our zero fuel weight and our zero fuel weight CG. So 139.6 heavy boy, 25.4 on the zero fuel weight CG, block fuel 11 on today's flight. Wonderful. Let's go to the flight plan page. We're going to go Montreal departures. Let's see what the winds are doing here in Montreal. I believe we're departing out of the 24s. Winds are 240 at 3. Perfect. So we'll depart 24 right. We'll be on the Montreal 5 departure. We'll insert that. Good. We'll go to Toronto. We'll go to arrivals. Into Toronto, I believe the winds are blowing in the complete opposite direction. 040, 8 gusting, 16. Transat parks up in the... we're parking up here, like Pier C, so I'm wondering if runway 5 would make more sense, or would runway 6 right make more sense? You know what, let's take runway 5. We usually land 6 right. We'll take runway 5. We will be on the, what are we on? The Rajid 6 arrival. Find that on the list, the Rajid 6. Good, we're going to go with the Torney transition. And our approach via will be from Zagem. Good, we'll insert that. Beautiful. Let's quickly scroll through the flight plan. Make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities or anything like that. We don't. Durley, radar vectors, Zygum, and then on course. Beautiful. Everything looks good there, my friends. It says fuel at destination 5.8. I'm not concerned about that. That's lots of fuel. Okay, let me come over here. We'll go to flights. We'll select this one. We'll do the ILS-05 from Zygum. There's our arrival right there. So something a little bit different. Usually we cut back this way. We should get some beautiful views this way coming in for runway 5. Beautiful. Everything is done there. Let's jump back over here. We'll go to our takeoff. And while we're doing all this, let's go ahead and spool up the EPU so we're ready to go. We'll sync up our EFB. So 24 right is it, 240 at 3, good, 23, 10, 20. I don't know why it's still showing that, but that's fine. Our gross weight is 150. That all makes sense. We're doing a flap 1F departure. Air conditioning on, anti-ice off, force toga off, and we'll calculate those V speeds. Beautiful. So we're flexing to 58, 49, 52, 53. We'll send all of that data. I love that they added this little feature. We'll send all of that data down here. Once it's down here, you confirm your takeoff data, and everything gets inserted and uplinked beautifully. So 149, 52, 53, 1/up 5.3, 58 on the flex as well. Beautiful, chat. We are looking mighty fine. Going to bring the screen brightness down a little bit on those guys. Beautiful. Upstairs, APU should be on and available momentarily. Hey, Captain, did you set up a secondary plan? I don't, Jesse. Normally, I don't. This is flight sim. I'm not really recreating like real world. I do my best to operate as far as like a real world procedures and stuff like that, but no, I don't go that in depth with setting up secondary flight plans and all that fun stuff. No. Joe, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. I've seen the 330 IRL when spotting as well. It is a beautiful airplane. Yes. That Air Canada strike didn't last long at all. No, it did not. They're back at work. AP bleed comes online. External power goes off. We'll get the fuel pumps turned on. We'll make sure that our seatbelt sign is turned on, and we'll make sure our red beacon light is on as well. We'll move down here. We'll go to our ground services. We will toggle the GPU. Beautiful. We'll go to GSX. We'll prepare for pushback and departure. Very nice. Are you a pilot IRL? No, I'm not. Hello, Cap. What did you say about the sensitivity on the 330? YouTube had a stroke when you were talking about it. That I'm running a very aggressive curve on the pitch axis. Very aggressive curve. Probably the most aggressive curve I've ever flown on any aircraft in any simulator. I tried to fly full linear like I do with the Phoenix, and it was just... Dude, you look at the yoke and you look at the joystick and the airplane nose shoots in the sky on default. I'm still not even really happy where it is right now. I still feel like it's still far too sensitive for such a large aircraft, but this is the best that I could come up with in my little 4 to 5 practice flights that I've done over the last couple of days. So we'll kind of rock with this and we'll go with that. I'm sure I'm going to get used to it. I think the problem is I'm so used to flying the Phoenix and the way that aircraft handles, and so that's been one of the big reasons as well. I'm just so used to the way that the Phoenix handles and flies, and the Phoenix has been tweaked to fly on straight linear curves, right? So let's get the Montreal to Manchester poll up. Right now it's looking like Toronto, Lyon. Air Canada, but we'll see. We could have a resurgence. We could have a resurgence. Both are about the same amount of flight time. They're both about 6.5 to 7 hour flights. So we want to go nose right, tail left. Good. One last thing that we need to do before we start getting moving is we're going to get our TCAS turned on. We'll turn it on and we'll go TA only. I just want to confirm we have no ATC online. Correct, we don't. Good. Colin, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. How do you not get the FSR bug? For me, each time I put FSR onto the sim, it freezes or crashes. What graphics card are you using? That would be my big next question. How to remove the shocks? This morning, I click a lot of the time to put the chocks. So to remove the chocks, you cannot toggle them through this. To remove the chocks, you actually physically have to go outside and you need to walk up to the aircraft over here. And you'll see them on the ground and you need to use the click spot. The chocks are the only thing that you cannot remove when you're inside the airplane. So that's the first thing I do. When you load in and you're starting outside here on the ground, I remove the chocks. Everything else can be removed by, everything else can be removed inside in the tablet. So, yeah. Is Air Canada up and running again? They are, Blue Crayon. Yeah. Air Tones, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Boom, boom. Welcome back. Pizza Monster, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Yeah, the Phoenix and the iFly are the best hand-flying aircraft of the sim. PMDG is a close second. Yeah, absolutely. That's next level dumb. I don't know. I think it's a limitation of the simulator, to be honest with you. I think that's why it does that. I don't think it's like done intentionally, but who knows. All right, that Air Canada plane is gone. Let's go ahead and release the park brakes. We'll bring the sounds up for engine start. I'll let you guys decide whether you think it's good or not. All right, we'll start our block time down here. Hello. Thank you. Block time is on. Beautiful. And fuel pumps are on. APU bleeds are on. Good. Engine start selector goes to start. E-Aviation, welcome aboard, my friend. I hope you're doing well. And we'll go ahead and spool up engine number 1. Tell me if you guys think this is good or not. Here we go. Spool them up. Yes, because that's a third-party airplane, Owen. That's what I was saying. I think it's a limitation to get the chocks. Nice. What, in the front door? Air Canada 08, thank you so much, man. It says, damn, 8 months already? How time flies. Thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate you. SimCFI for 4, Air Canada 08 for 8. Thanks so much, guys. Hey, Cap, I was watching a streamer called Captain Canada, and he's a good pilot. Nice. Very nice. Which plane are you going to take on Saturday's long haul? This airplane. Are you liking Sim Update 3? I've been in Sim Update 3 for a while now. Wouldn't it technically be a third party because iniBuilds made it? Nah, it's default. I mean, iniBuilds made it for Microsoft. It's a default airplane. It was just, Microsoft contracted iniBuilds to make this airplane. How's the 330? It's not bad. Would you recommend Simwings Anchorage? Yes, very good scenery. Very good scenery. Hey Cap, just checking in before my big showcase. 70 plus people are attending. Nice, very cool, Kyle. Enjoy, dude.
Unlocking gear.
How long is this flight? An hour and 10 minutes? Remember, we are live again this evening. We're doing some Delta 330 ops tonight, chat. Sheesh.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass big removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
All right, there we go. What do we think of the engine start, chat? Mid, mediocre, okay, not okay? What are we thinking? Two good engines, EPU and EPU bleed, can go off. Wonderful. We'll put auto brake over to max. RTO will arm the ground spoilers. Engine mode selector back to the normal position. We'll confirm that our trim value is set. One thing I noticed about this airplane, it automatically sets your trim for you. I don't know if that's like part of making it easier for people that don't understand how to do that, but it automatically sets your takeoff trim. Maybe that's a thing in the A330, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it automatically sets your takeoff trim. We'll set flaps 1. One thing I don't like is when you're on the ground, look at these behind the wing view. You can't see anything. It just gets absolutely blasted away by that heat blur. It's a little bit weird. We'll do flaps 1. We need a Boris level sound pack on this aircraft. That would be nice. At least the wing flex works properly this time. About the Phoenix 330, they would nail the sound, especially the Rolls-Royce Trent 700s on takeoff. Maybe. Yep. I mean, the takeoff sounds aren't bad in this airplane. They're just, everything's kind of mid, to be honest with you. Taxi, sound-wise. All right, park brake is off. We'll get our predictive wind shear system to auto. Beautiful. Everything works, though, chat. That's what I was saying. Like, everything that you want in the aircraft works. Constraints, all the buttons, everything works. Beaver, I actually downloaded this airplane. So I'm not streaming this airplane. I have downloaded it. So that's another cool thing about Sim Update 3 is it allows you to download airplanes. Don't think anything over the headwind and not others to be named. Correct. Yes. Does it have CPDLC? That I'm not sure about. It's not bad on Xbox? No, this would probably be a huge winner on Xbox, man. I feel like this is like better payware quality than Latin VFR and all those other airplanes. So yeah. I would say it is better. Probably the best option as well. Took that turn a little bit wide. My apologies. Another thing is this airplane loves to just taxi. You got to be careful. Got to watch your speed. Takeoff test, good. ECAM no blue, perfect. Ready to go, chat. What's the difference between downloading and streaming? So when you download it, it's an actual physical copy. You're not streaming assets as you fly, which can sometimes cause problems. How long do you think it'll be until you land? I can only stay for 30 minutes. Ooh, we definitely won't be landing in 30 minutes. We'll probably be landing in about an hour or so. An hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half. Have you downloaded any of the base packages? No, only airplanes. I'm fine with streaming everything else. Better performance if I download? I honestly haven't checked the performance, if it's better or not, download-wise. I just know that last time we flew this airplane, when I was streaming it, we had quite a few issues, so. Does this plane work in 2020? I don't think so, no. Ooh, 777 departing, chat. Nice. Very nice. Hey, got buddy, find the 330. I've been enjoying it. You know, it's not going to blow you away. It's not gonna. You're not gonna fly it and be like, oh my god, this is the best plane I've ever flown. But for a free 330 that you can just kind of load in and fly around, it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Yes, the wing flex has been fixed. CCAP, your ortho is a bit blurry. My ortho? What? Where do you see blurry ortho? These are airport textures. These are not ortho textures. These are just textures that come with the scenery, which are never really that good anyways for the grass and stuff. No Battlefield 6 tonight? Nope, we already went over that. You already sent me that message in DM. I already explained it. I also have my grass set to low because I don't care about grass. Would you say it's up to iniBuild standards? No, it's not third-party standard. No, I wouldn't say that at all. Been to Frankfurt twice plane spotting this year? Nice. Very good. Any plans for the Caribbean event? When is the Caribbean event? Tonight? Have you shared your sim settings on the Discord? I have. Aviations, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Sim update's been good. No complaints from me, man. I'm not on CTAF, though. I can unignore the airplane that was on top of us. I'm going to go dot CTAF, CYUL. CTAF frequency is 19.9. Another thing that upsets me is my radio stack does not work with this airplane. So I have to go the old school way and actually look down at my physical radios, which is a pain in the ass.
Not taxi, probably left the Delta Charlie Alpha Montreal.
Would love this airplane in 2020 if iniBuilds and Microsoft decide to add it to 2020. I don't think that's going to happen, but yes, it would be nice. Well, not that grass, Joe. You know what I mean. Hey, Captain, I see you in the 330. I've just done a nice butter with the A320 in Manchester this afternoon, 31 feet per minute. Sheesh. Start calling you the Butter Master. Varun, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. How would you say you like the Trent 700s? I mean, they're fine. I'm not much of like an engine. They're fine. They sound nice on takeoff. The spool up's very nice, very loud. At least with my settings. When will you see me back in 2020? Whenever we decide to fly the PMDG 73NG. Or the 7, whenever the 757 drops. That'll most likely be the time that you see me back in 2020. Are you fully moved to 24 now from 20? I mean, I still have both sims installed. I have been using 2024 a lot more, though. Especially now that Sim Update 3 is here and we've got Auto FPS working properly. Yeah. All right, we got a Jet of the West 737 in front of us. I think we had a Air Canada something over there. I don't know what that is. I think it's an Airbus. Yeah, it's a 320. No chase plane. Chase plane doesn't work for 2024. All right, we'll flick on the park brake. Good. Bring myself back up into the camera. Wonderful. We should have a second option for the Neo and the 350s. That's what I like better about the 787s. What's that? Well, you have 3 engine variants with this aircraft. No, 2. GEs and Rolls-Royce. Have you flown the iniBuilds A321 Neo? I did on release. I haven't flown it since. No. Any Mad Dog ops soon? Probably not. Probably not, to be honest with you. Flying into YYZ this Sunday? Nice. Enjoy your flight. Hopefully it's not chaos like it always is flying into Toronto. Hopefully not. Alright, WestJet's lining up. We'll get ourselves in queue. The only the Trent 7000 for anything. Oh, sorry. Yes, there's only one option of Trent engines, only one option of GE engines. Yes. Someone's doing a wheelie? Where? I have to remember we're flying a wide aircraft again, so I need to take my turns a little bit more wide than I normally would. Cap, with the release of Sim Update 3 yesterday, was a perfect time to get back into the 330 since it got updated. There you go. Good news. James, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hello, bro. New to the channel. I got a question. By any chance, do you know someone about AMD graphics cards and if it's better than NVIDIA or the same? I am personally an NVIDIA graphics card enthusiast. AMD CPUs, definitely. AMD GPUs, still not there for me, in my opinion. You're going to have other people that will disagree with me, but yeah. Fun fact, Royal Jordanian achieved the first place in the world last month of on-time flights with 98% on time. Wow. You can now look behind you at that E190 that was sitting on its main gear. Oh. He's probably in like a DC-3 or something. He's probably in something weird and it's just not showing up. The model's not matching? Correct. Cap, do you suggest Manchester in the poll because iniBuilds could release their Manchester on Saturday? I had no clue they were making one. No. I didn't know that. All right. Toronto traffic, Transat 151 lining up runway 24 right. Montreal, sorry. Not Toronto. We're in Montreal, chat. We're going to Toronto. Landing lights on, runway turnoffs on, strobe lights on, wing lights on, nose light to takeoff. Beautiful. ECAM memo is still showing no blue. Very nice. And we'll line ourselves up on the runway here, chat. And we'll give 2 minutes of separation time. So once we get lined up, we'll start our chrono. We'll give 2 minutes of separation. He's in a 737, so we might be a little bit quicker than him, but we'll see. Battlefield 6 stream or an evening stream? No, so Battlefield 6 is not out till October. We were only streaming it the last 2 Thursdays because it was an open beta event. Battlefield is not out till October 10th. So no more Battlefield streams till probably mid-October. Alrighty, beautiful. Lined up on the runway. We'll set the brakes. We'll start our chrono. We'll give them 2 minutes. Good. Capital, I switched to 2024. Give it still more time. Still didn't buy it. Please advise. I mean, Sim Update 3 is out now. It's in a much better position. A little RJ behind us. It's in a much better position. So, yeah. Heard GTA 6 is coming out next year. You doing any live stream of that? We'll see. It's coming out to console. So I'd have to get a different capture card in order to capture the PlayStation. So we'll see. We'll see. But you can count your shiny loonies. He will play Battlefield 6 in October. Absolutely. Yep. Cap, speaking of Battlefield 6, do you see COD getting obliterated in the comments? Dude, the new COD game looks atrocious. You couldn't pay me to play that game, dude. Yeah, just did the fastest sim boot up ever. Nice. Hey, CFI, is the RJ working in 2024 with Sim Update 3, or is it still not working? With Sim Update 3 in its position, it should have been released in the first place. Well, of course. Absolutely. Think about to buy a new PC and CPU with AMD and a GPU from NVIDIA. Very good. Very good, very good. Is there any way to fix the throttles not matching in Sim for both 20 and 24 when flying an Airbus? Yeah, so Dakota, most airplanes you have to like do a configuration. So if you look here, there's like a throttle setting that you need to do. If you're flying iniBuilds, you're flying Phoenix, they'll all have a throttle calibration that you need to calibrate. How was my Battlefield 6 experience? It was amazing. I enjoyed the hell out of it, dude. It brought me back to like, felt like I was playing like Battlefield 4 again. It was Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, somewhere in there. I really, really enjoyed it, man. Do you know why when I'm about to land a big airport, let's say LAX, it kind of glitches? Do you think I need to configure my settings? Correct, yes. Turn some settings down. Usually if it's glitching or freaking out, there's some settings are set too high. Usually that's the case. All right, that has been 2 minutes. We'll restart the clocks. Good. Montreal traffic, Transat 151 departing 24 right Montreal. All righty. Joystick cam goes on. Park brake is released. Let's go flying. Sounds are up. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Let's have some fun, friends. Throttle's up to about 40%. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. Sheesh. Let's go flying. Manflex 58 SRS runway auto thrust blur. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. .100 knots, we're neutral. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gears going up. Pitch it for climb. Throttles to climb. Perfect. Bring the nose down. We'll gain some speed. And we'll keep runway heading till about 4,000. Then we'll go right direct. Bring the sounds back just a little bit so we don't go deaf. They're quite loud. Very good. Check, flaps clean. Beautiful. And down to the McDo, we'll go direct. We want to go bob key, we'll insert. Beautiful. We'll make the right turn direct bob key. Very nice. I will say the airplane feels really good on like the lateral movements, like left to right. It feels nice and heavy, but there's something about the pitch axis that's just a little bit oversensitive, to be honest with you. Sounds are okay. I give them about a 7 out of 10. Maybe 6.5, 7 out of 10. They're okay. Could be better, could be worse, that's for sure. 7 out of 10 I feel is fair. Arthur Rogers, thanks for support, man. Welcome aboard. Alrighty, first turn is complete. They're 7,000 feet. We'll go autopilot 1 on. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck. We'll bring those sounds down now even more. Beautiful. Let's disarm the ground spoilers. Thank you. We'll go ahead and get the runway turn-off lights off, our nose light off, and our wing lights off. Beautiful. And we'll wait till 10,000 till we get the seatbelt signs and landing lights off. Very good, friends. Very good. Krishank, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. You a fan of Boeing, Airbus, Embraer, or Bombardier? All 4. I don't fly a lot of Embraers, though, but all 4. I don't mind any of them. I enjoy all of airplanes. I am a fan of airplanes. Airplane fanatic, if you will. I like them all. A little bit of wing flex. I do have to adjust these views, which I figured we would. Adjust that view quickly. Very good. Huskers and sorry, Mickey Mike, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. All right, landing lights are off. Seatbelt signs are off above 10,000 feet now. Beautiful. Flight attendants can start the in-flight services. That needs to get adjusted to like that as well. There we go. Save that. What are the back wing views? Are those good? Yeah, those are good. Perfect. All right, cool. Nice wing flex. It is nice wing flex. Yeah. And both of the wings are indeed flexing. Very nice. After get the 21neo Transat sends Glasgow from Toronto, here at arriving every morning at 6 a.m. Sheesh. That'd be a fun flight, actually. Microsoft 24 Ortho looks blurry. I don't know if we're looking at the same thing, but it doesn't look blurry to me. Even GA aircraft? No. I mean, I like GA aircraft, I just don't fly them. Luke, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. The A330 did that weird thing to me after push where it turned off my engines and systems and I had to go turn everything back on through the panel states. Very weird. Wonder if it's a conflicting keybind. Are the engines glitching? Can you fix that? Glitch at all? That's because of frame generation, or FSR. Has Sim Update 3 improvements to performance? Yes, it has for sure. Significantly less VRAM, Mike. That's what I've noticed. I'll just prove it to you. Significantly less VRAM usage. Now, we just departed out of the airport. We're at like 13,000 feet or something. But even when you're on the ground, I've noticed it's running more around 80% GPU load instead of like 95 to 100. So yes, definitely a little bit better on the VRAM usage for sure. You're running FSR3? I am, yes. I had that problem the first time, Aiden. The first time I tried to fly this aircraft, I had that problem as well, but it has since resolved itself. Are you not saving the view? You should be saving the view. Did you save it there? I feel like you didn't save it on that one. Here we go. Okay. Less VRAM. I play on 4K with only 10 gig of VRAM, so I think I should try it then. Yeah, 4K might be a little bit difficult though. Just keep in mind, 4K uses an insane amount of VRAM. Standard barrel cross-check, we're through 18,000 feet, looking good. Just exceeded my VRAM limit on a 4080 Super at Edinburgh at 4K. Uh-oh, we're not. Although, I will say, Pyrig scenery, although it is absolutely beautiful, is probably some of the heaviest scenery as far as VRAM usage. That's something that I've noticed on my PC, Air not. I can't say is, yeah, it is nuts. The amount of detail, like I feel like it's almost worth it. Also, I'm not in 4K. If you want my honest opinion, I feel like flight simming in 4K, I still don't even know if we have the hardware that can fully achieve, I think, what we want to achieve in 4K. For me personally, my sweet spot, like I'm upgrading PCs in the next couple of months. I'm moving up to 1440p. I really thought about going 4K, but I think at the end of the day, 1440p is going to be the sweet spot. Yeah. Do you have a 10 gig or 12 gig VRAM? I believe it's 10 gig. I have like, my 3080 is one of the first 3080s that was like out on the line. 1440p works well for me personally. Yeah, I like 1440p. 4090 and 5090 perfect for 4K. I mean, yeah, you have all that overhead room. But for some reason the sim just doesn't respond as well running in 4K. I feel like it just puts a lot of stress on the PC and your components, and I don't know if it's worth it. Shit, we forgot to start our flight time. That's okay. We started block time. 21:9 and 1440p is quite nice. Yeah. I disagree. I do have hardware for 4K. It just requires a few settings to be turned down that people don't notice anyways. Well, I mean, of course. You want to sit there and tweak and stuff like that. I still feel the sweet spot for flight simming is 1440p. I just think it's too demanding at 4K. Too much clutter in Pyrig sceneries? I mean, hey dude, his sceneries are incredible. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sceneries. I don't know why my views aren't saving. That's weird. Just finished having dinner, ate a little too much. Uh-oh. Using a GTX 1050. Ooh. That could use some upgrading, for sure. Who is the developer of this aircraft? It is iniBuilds. I believe it says right in the title, does it not? Didn't I add it to the title? It's the very first thing. iniBuilds A330-200 of the title. Couldn't have made it any easier. I'm behind by 20 nautical miles. Are you in the RJ? What are you flying? What was the problem for you, Cap? Was it a keybind? I have no clue, Aiden. I really don't know. I really don't know what the problem was. We thought it was like icing conditions. It was, I don't know. I think 16 gig of a 4080 with auto FPS without VRAM shenanigans. Yeah. The RJ was me, short of 2.4 right. Wait, you were behind me? That was you right behind me? Nice. Very nice. On chat, we're going all the way up to 38,000 feet. And we're currently working with a 34 knot headwind. Just watched an A330 cockpit takeoff video. The thing about the sounds of these Rolls-Royce engines on the 330 are quite slow on applying takeoff thrust due to the FADEC keeping the engine stable. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what it... I feel like the spool up's a little bit quick in this, but I'm not sure. Visheth, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Don't agree, but too many stairs, etc. Gates can be detrimental performance. Maybe no on my new PC. Yeah, I don't know. Can't you toggle that stuff in Pyrig scenery? I thought you could, like, turn certain things on and off. Not quite sure, though. Jesse, 5 gifted members to the channel. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thank you very, very much for your support. Incredibly kind. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very, very much. Huge no floaties to you, Jesse. Thank you, dude. Guys, remember, if you got a gifted membership, please make sure you thank Jesse in chat. Thank you, buddy. Listening to the stream while mowing the lawn. My man. Are you on a ride-on mower or are you on a push mower? Hopefully on a ride-on. Dallin, 42 months. What's up, Cap? Loving the streams. Keep it up. Dallin, thanks so much, dude. 42 months. Incredibly kind. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pitcher Roll, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back as well. Hope you're doing well. Who is the developer of this aircraft? Ask one more time and I might give you the answer. Not all of us live on farms. Are you not on TARA? We're on TA only. Cappy Landing Runway 5? I am. Yeah. The A330 is definitely probably the best default plane in 2024 in my honest opinion. It has to be up there for sure. Yeah. I did download this aircraft, Shazeb. Yes, downloaded. Sunny, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. No, unfortunately, remember back in the day, I couldn't P3D by editing the BGL. Huh. Interesting. What's the difference between TARA and when to use it? So TARA stands for Traffic Advisory Resolution Advisory. So with TARA, if somebody flies in front of you or it picks up an aircraft on your TCAS, your aircraft will descend or climb based off what the other aircraft in front of you is doing. Because I am a content creator and live streamer, there's people that like to troll. So I always use TA only, which will just give me an alert, a traffic advisory. It'll only alert me that there's traffic in my vicinity. The aircraft won't descend or climb. That's why I personally use TA. I think everybody else would probably be fine with using TARA. You're not trying to get stream sniped, etc., etc. So, yeah. You noticing a performance difference by downloading the plane versus streaming it? I can't say that I really have, Sonny. Now, to be fair, this entire week I've had this aircraft downloaded. So when I finished stream on Monday evening, I loaded into the sim, I downloaded the airplane, and I did a flight Monday evening in the 330. So I had everything downloaded already. IRL, when would you use TA? I'm pretty sure all the time you would be using TARA. Cap, did you know Air Transat do an A330 long haul from Toronto to Faro, 6 hours and 30 minutes? Yep, they do. It's a different level of dumbassery just to fly in front of someone just for laughs. Wow, hey dude. Have you seen the world that we live in right now? It's... Nothing should come of a surprise at this point. Hey Cap, an idea why GSX seated passengers do not work on the PMDD 73 fully designed cabin. Just curious if you came across that. Did you make sure to launch GSX? If you put in a new livery, did you make sure to launch GSX and recheck the 777? You probably have to do that. Every time a new livery or you add a new livery, you have to open up GSX and add it into the little checkbox thing. Is this iniBuilds or iniBuilds did it and you download the aircraft? iniBuilds made this aircraft. This is iniBuilds. They were, they made it for Microsoft. So they were, forget the word, that contracted. Microsoft contracted iniBuilds to make the 330 for 2024. So once iniBuilds made the airplane, that's it. They don't, iniBuilds doesn't do any updates to the aircraft, none of that. All of this now is owned by Microsoft, and they're the ones that apply updates and tweaks and fixes, and yeah. Great flight from Atlanta to LA on a Delta 330 yesterday. IRL pilot absolutely greased the landing on 24 right. Nice. Very nice. We're flying out of Atlanta tonight, Huskers. Flying out of Atlanta tonight. Air Transat flight to Toulouse using the A321 LR. I saw it the last time I was there. They do. Silly Duck, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. We're going to fly some Air India in the 350 this week. Might be fun. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I got to be honest, Aiden. I loaded up the 350. I don't think I can fly the 350 in 2024. The VRAM is so excessive at third-party airports. I don't know if... I think that may be another airplane that I might have to go back into 2020 to fly. At least until I get my new PC. I will try it. I'll try it again. I don't know if we're going to get to it this week, though. I think we might be in the 330 all week. I'll try it again. But, yeah, yeah. 350 in 2020, even for me, is still heavy on performance. Yeah, it's extremely heavy. Yeah, and that was kind of the problem that I had with 2024. The VRAM was just excessive amounts. Waiting for Captain to do PIA ops in Pakistan, hopefully before I die. Hey, we've done some Pakistani ops before. We did them not that long ago. We flew from Karachi to Dubai. Yeah. Are you live later? We are live later. Yes, absolutely. 350 performance is horrible. Yeah, it makes it so it's like unstreamable, right? It's not like I don't want to fly it. I would love to fly the 350. I'd love to do a split week, but if the viewing potential and quality is not there, then I'm not going to force it, right? We are going to have a new PC within the next month and a half. So we've got plenty of time to fly the 350. It's not going anywhere. It's not like, oh my God, we have to fly it before it's gone. It's not going anywhere. So we'll do our best. It's just for stream quality and purposes, I don't know if it makes sense. I will take another look at it. Now that Sim Update 3 is out, I was running it on the Sim Update 3 beta. Now that the full release of Sim Update 3 is out, I'll give it another shot, and I'll do like a practice flight or something like that, and we'll do our best to kind of figure it out and hatch it all out. At Atlanta, 330 short haul Delta did before was JFK and back, 1 hour, 30 minutes both ways. I did those before to get used to the 330. Correct. They also send it to Orlando. They send it to LA. There's some cool flights. Have an RTX 4080, but still have a 10900 CPU. Should I wait to get 2024 after I upgrade the motherboard and CPU? Most likely, Huskers. I mean, I think you could still probably use it now, especially if you're using like, especially if you're using Auto FPS. By the way, which came out to release Candidate 1. So Auto FPS might actually be fully ready to go here in a sec. Joe, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Thank you so much. Just looking handsome today, my man. There's no floaties too, Joe. Thank you for 57 months. Incredible, buddy. Thank you, man. I'm guessing we'll do Delta Ops to the 30. We'll be back to the G engine version. I think that's the only thing that they use. Yes. How's the 330? It's the only reason I want to buy 2024. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. It's not going to blow you away as far as, it's not going to blow you away. The aircraft is good for what it does. I think it's a very viable option to fly in the sim. It's not like a full third-party level, right? It's not going to be like a PMDG 777 or a Phoenix A321 or something like that, but it's a very capable aircraft. Very capable. Julian, good to see you, my friend. Pete Thibs, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Tomorrow you're doing YG to YVR. Sheesh. Real life or in the sim? That's a long one. Simply, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Delta used the Pratts on most of their 330s, but sadly we do not have those engines in the sim. Correct. I think it's the GEs. St. Martin, maybe? Where were you thinking tonight? No, Atlanta to St. Martin's way too long of a flight, Aiden. That's like 3.5 hours. Might log in at YYZ and do the return flight with you. Nice. That would be fun. Doing it in 2020? Nice. Cap, is that the 350 with the cabin off in 24? It is, Cap, maybe. Yeah. Mohammed, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Did I hear Auto FPS is getting an RC1 update? Yeah, we're on RC1 right now, Yeti. So if you're running auto FPS, it just received RC1 this morning. So I'm now on RC1, release candidate 1. So it means it's getting close. Until Microsoft puts out another update and everything gets screwed up again. Yeah. What's RC1? Release candidate is what it stands for. I'm stuck for a 787 flight to do in Microsoft. Pretty sure I saw this exact bird landing at YYZ yesterday on my way home from work. Maybe P-Thibs. Yeah, could have been. Probably coming in from like Manchester or something. Leon. Cap, can you do instant loading for boarding? You can, yeah. Weezer, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Maybe you could change the 350 to the 380? No, thank you. I thought the flight is only from YUL. It might be. I might have screwed that up, to be honest with you. Either way, I think I know what chat is. I think I know what they want. They want the Air Canada, even if it's Montreal to Leon. I think you're right. I think I mixed it up. That's okay. Just mirror the screens in the iniBuilds A330 is a little dim. You can turn them up. You can turn the brightness up or down. Which is better, the Headwind A330 or the Microsoft 2024 A330? This one, by far. By far. Where are you headed? We're going to Toronto. The T-Dot. Been having fun in the Ini A400M. Nice. Not really my style of airplane, but I have seen others flying it around. How does the hand flying feel? It feels really good, actually. Minus, like, the initial lift off. I feel like it's very sensitive on the ground when you're departing. Other than that, it hand flies really nice, actually. It feels good. No clue where to park at Toronto. Got to look at the charts real quick. Yeah. Sorry to say, but you did mix it up? Okay. That's okay. It's more so about what airline they want us to fly. It's either Air Canada or Transat. Cap, you should play some DCS now that the C-130 is coming out soon? No. No, thank you. Cap, even though it's flight sim and obviously not real life, do you think it's more important to stand with Air Canada FAs and boycott? I know it's obvious flight sim, but just a thought to ask. I don't really have an opinion on the matter, to be honest with you, man. I mean, obviously, I think that the flight attendants deserve to be paid properly. But other than that, I don't know enough about the entire situation to really have any thoughts. Since the leaderboard is full of high rollers, I'll try another route. My man. Finally got auto FPS for 2024. Looks much better. Yeah, just it stabilizes the sim under like almost all environments. It's nice. Whoa, Mr. Huskers. 20 gifted members. Holy macaroni. Mr. Huskers, thank you very, very much for the support, my friend. That is unbelievably kind. Guys, let's get some massive love in chat. And of course, if you got a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you to Mr. Huskers. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you, buddy. Very, 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 very kind. If you're doing Air Canada long haul, you should do toothpaste A330, such a sick livery. Do they even have it anymore? I don't think they have any 330s in the toothpaste. I'm almost positive all the 330s are in the new livery. They don't have very many 330s anymore. I think they only have like 10 or 12 of them. Maybe a few more. I'm not quite sure. Air Colgate. Saw one this morning on the radar flying into Montreal. The old livery? Damn. I didn't think they had any. I wonder if those are the going to be retired soon 330s. They have some old 330s, man. They have some old ones. Stand by, just got an email, was gifted a channel member. Hey, there you go. Those Mr. Huskers coming in with the gifted memberships. We are, oh shit, we are at top of descent, chat. We are 2 miles from descent. Wow, okay. Initial descent's going to be down to 8,000 feet. So I'm going to do that now. We'll punch that in, 8,000. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll enter some information in for Toronto. Weather, winds are showing 040 at 8, gusting 16. Nice. 040 at 8. All right. Temperatures are 22 degrees, and the altimeter is 3010. 22 degrees, 3010. And our minimums coming in to Toronto on the runway 5 transition is 764 on the barrel mins. 764. Beautiful. All right. There we go. We should be making our way down into Toronto. Very nice, chat. Very nice. Give you a little bit of GoPro view. Can you share your TLOD and OLOD settings? Mohammed, everything is on my Discord, buddy. Exclamation point Discord. I'm also using auto FPS, so my TLOD and OLOD are constantly changing because I use auto FPS. Maybe they can land on the 1.5s today? Nope. You know what's funny? I did a practice flight last night and I landed on 1.5. 1.5 left. You're at top of descent, at top of descent, and ahead of you. Where are you flying into? Not Toronto. Nah, winds are 040. It definitely makes sense to land runway 5. The winds were 150 or some 140. Air Canada has like 3 or 4 A330s still rocking the Colgate livery. All right, I'll have to see if I can find one. I don't think there's one that comes with the aircraft, so I'll probably have to download a third-party one. Although this is a third-party livery. This is a Hughes livery. The Air Transat. 05 is good plane spotting spots? It does. The pitch axis on the Indy 330 is so bad, man. I also had to do some heavy adjusting on my side stick. Yeah, it's weird because it's only, like, the only time I notice that it's overly sensitive is when I'm departing. Like when I'm arriving, when I'm landing, it feels okay. I wonder if it's just something to do, like, I don't know. I wonder if, like, I feel like it's designed around an Xbox controller. Maybe that's why. It's made to kind of just lift itself into the air. I don't know. Just feels overly sensitive on departure. Is there anything further I should do to reinstall 2024 or just uninstall and reinstall through Steam? I would rename your community folder, Mike, so you don't lose your community folder. Put like a number 1 at the end of your community folder. And then don't forget to rename it back after you do a fresh install. That's really the only thing I would do. Jordan, 2 years, my man. So look at that leaf. Oh boy, hope you're well, Cap. Jordan, huge no floaties to you, my man. Thank you for 24 months of first class support. My man. He's got that golden ticket. Thank you, buddy. Kind of sucks the wing wing McDo doesn't work with A330. I don't know why Sobo's gatekeeping the key for wing wing to be able to make it compatible. Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't work with this aircraft. The wind wing doesn't work. The mini cockpit doesn't work. The mini FCU. My radio panel doesn't work. There's a lot that doesn't work with this aircraft for some reason. Now you're above glide path? I'm not sure what's going on with yours. Jordan, thanks again, my man. Appreciate you, buddy. 24 months. Hughes has a toothpaste 330 on fs.to. Sounds good. I'll download it. We'll get that ready to go. I just want to make sure I didn't screw this up too bad. Flight radar. YUL to Leon. LFLL. Oh, Air Canada and Air Transat operate that. Interesting. Air Canada's on an A330-300. Transat operates that on the 330-200. No, the A321 and the A330. Interesting. Okay. Mr. Dan Barry, welcome back. Haven't liked the 330 so far. Do a practice flight? I did. I did a couple practice flights this week. Yeah. That's been good. It's not my favorite aircraft, but it's been a very viable aircraft to fly. We are streaming tonight, yes. I believe our routing, I was thinking about that one for this evening. We'll see. You're doing Mach 0.74, 290, 3,000 foot per minute RJ descent, and no one will stop me, cough, cough, for center. I'm surprised nobody's online. I guess they'll be on tonight. This is Microsoft 2024, simply. 2024. You to fly into the hurricane tonight? No, thank you. Or you're saying you want to. Look at those views down there. It looks so good. Yeah, would you ever do an ultra-long flight like Dubai to LA at some point? Maybe. I said I'd always save it for 100K. 100K subscribers. Pardon me. Both? Nah. Isn't V1 flying into a hurricane right now? We'll let the professionals handle that. Last time I flew into a hurricane, we lost our airplane. Those that know, know. Although that was many years ago. But it still happened. Is this plane only for 2024? Correct. I would love to see them bring it over to 2020 at some point, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's almost been a year of 2024. X-Plane days in the 777. I remember that vividly. I don't know what you're talking about, Bickety Mike. Nothing but a professional pilot over here. How good is the 330? Haven't made the jump to 24 yet, but this aircraft might be the reason to hop on. It's good, man. I mean, it's good. It's not like FedEx level or PMDG or even third-party iniBuilds quality, but it's right up there, man. I would say that this is probably the best, quote-unquote, default airline that we have in the sim. There's a person that has crashed more planes. Who's that? Also, if you know, you know. Exactly, Mickety Mike. Exactly. What flight are you doing tomorrow? No stream tomorrow. Next stream is going to be on Saturday, and it looks like we're doing Montreal to Lyon in Air Canada. It seems to be the winner. Said next stream is later. Correct. He said, what am I doing tomorrow? I don't stream tomorrow. Next stream is, besides this evening, Saturday. Back. Did I miss anything too crazy? First day at school for the kids tomorrow, so organizing supplies? No. Nope. Haven't missed anything, man. We've started our descent. We are, just through transition altitude. So 3010 on the altimeter. Very good. No, you're approaching Denver when the minimums takes 2 minutes to set. Correct. Especially flying a Boeing. You think Air Canada would ever buy the 350? No, I think they're going with the... they have a bunch of 787s on order, I believe. They're sticking with the 787. Alrighty, ground spoilers armed. Auto brake set to low. Vacating the runway here in Toronto. We're going to want to vacate to the right. I don't know if we'll hit the high-speed Hotel 3. Hopefully we can. If not, we'll roll it past 15 left and exit on Bravo. And then we would go Bravo all the way down, and then parking gates are going to be one of these ones on Pier C. C36, C35, C34, C33, C32, C31, C30. Any one of those gates will do us just fine. Terminal 3 in Toronto. That will be the plan, chat. Anybody online? Nobody online. Damn. This is a butter machine? Yes and no. Yes and no. I have noticed in this aircraft, the gear animation is super bugged out. Even though the 330 is a butter machine in real life because it has that trailing edge gear where it's tilted up like crazy, and the, you know, you'll see in a replay exactly what I'm talking about, but yeah, the landing animation of the gears of this aircraft are not good at all. That would be an understatement. They're not good at all. Air Canada looking to replace its 777s in like 5 to 10 years. Could be with the 350. I think they're doing it with the 777X. Is probably what they'll end up getting. That way they don't have to retrain all the pilots. Excavation, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Buttered machine depends on who's flying cap, all depends on the pilot. Simmers blame the aircraft model, but it's actually the pilot. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm all for taking some blame. No problems. Been waiting on the Boeing 797 to release. Nice. Hope they didn't go for the 350. AC had bad times with their fleet. Was too complicated. Yeah, I mean, it's weird that mainline Air Canada is already sending over the Max 8 to Rouge. But yeah, that was a little bit surprising, to be honest with you. I thought Air Canada mainline would have sent over the aging 320s, 319s, 321s to Rouge and kept the Maxes in the main line, but yeah, I don't know. We just kind of set it up. We don't really do approach briefings. If you watch from the start of the stream, you'll know what we're planning runway 5. We're descending on the Rajid arrival. Yeah, that's what I mean, Plups. It's weird. My only thought on that was that Rouge figured they would have to be, even if mainline sent over the 319s, the 320s, the 321s, all of the, like, 90% of the Airbuses that are in the Air Canada fleet are like 15 plus years old. So I'm just wondering if they're bringing over the Maxes to Rouge because they're probably the newest airplanes that they have, maybe apart from the A220. Yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts on getting my PPL one day? Maybe one day, man. Maybe one day. I don't know. We'll see. Rouge is taking all the Maxes. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, Air Canada has some old A320s and 319s and 321s, man. I remember flying on a couple years ago. I was flying from Toronto to Ottawa, and I loaded onto the airplane, and I turned and looked into the cockpit, and it was like the old A320 cockpit with the big blocky CRT screens and shit. I was like, damn, this thing is ancient. So upgrading my CPU motherboard, should I choose AMD? Always been an Intel guy. I would say that's the best shot, Huskers. Either the 9800X3D or the 9950X3D. I really think, like, price to value and gaming to value, it's got to be one of those chips. It has to be. Landing lights on, seatbelt signs on, wing lights on, descending through 10,000 feet. 319s and 320s are getting retired. 737 is being brought over. Better to align with LCC in Canada. Interiors will remain the same, but we'll have a Rouge sticker on the side. Will be better LCC experience. Yeah, of course, Josh. I'm just surprised. That's all I was saying. I'm just surprised that they're keeping the 319s, 20s, 21s in mainline and sending over the brand new Maxes. All right. Looking at our approach chart, chat. We're on the Rajid for the 5s. There it is. So 8,000 feet, 210 knots at Kevno. We are approaching Kevno. We've got 8,000 feet plugged in. 210 knots is reciprocated. Very nice. Flew on mainline 320 in April. IFE was broken, but they had free Wi-Fi, so could not complain much. Ah, there you go. No more stretching if you want to get your PPL. Yeah, that's why I say you never know. Maybe at some point when I'm ready to give up the stretches, we'll see. I don't know if that'll happen, to be completely honest with you. There's Toronto Pearson down there.
Well, hello, buddy.
GMCDH donated 20 Canadian dollars.
My man.
Sorry I'm late. Checking out a friend's Harley Davidson.
Ooh. Very nice. GMC, thanks for support, my friend. Appreciate you as always, dude. There's runway 5 down there, chat. Exactly where we're going to be landing. Huge note floaties to you, Mr. GMC. Thank you for the support as always, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, buddy. Can't wait to see how this bird handles in the winds. I'm not. All right, let's take her down to 5,000 feet at 1,000 feet per minute. What is... we can obviously cut this in depending on traffic in front of us. Speaking of traffic in front of us, what's going on with that? Let's have a look-see here quickly. You on... All right, what do we got? Traffic-wise. All right, we have somebody right in front of us. Somebody's making the turn. He took it all the way out. Oh, boy. Okay, I don't suggest doing that, chat. If, well, that kind of screws everything else up for everybody else. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I was going to say try and cut it in, but he took it all the way out to Zygum. I believe you can be 3,000 at Dolpa to intercept. We'll just keep an eye on the traffic in front. We'll keep an eye on it. Air Canada currently have two 34.5-year-old A320s in the fleet. Old. Anthony, what's up, man? We're landing in Toronto. Montreal to Toronto round trip. The only 330 in dev we know is FS Labs. God knows when it'll come. Yeah, I don't know. So Mert, iniBuilds doesn't really fix anything on the airplane. The airplane is... iniBuilds only developed this airplane for Microsoft. So it's now Asobo. So Asobo does all the updates and everything to it. But yes, it did receive some updates in Sim Update 3. He got thoughts on Aerofly FS4 for PC. I've always been like an X-Plane or a Microsoft guy. Why does the ground look like winter? Do you think that the ground... all I see is green trees everywhere. Yeah, so that ortho right there, that line that you see, this is the Canada update for whatever, Toronto photogrammetry. That's why there's that line. They didn't actually do the whole city. It's just they like cut a line, so it's like all of this area is done photogram. It's weird. It happens quite a bit when you go... You'll notice an ortho change when you switch over to somewhere that has like the city photogrammetry or whatever. He kept, you download GSX profiles for the airports you fly to? Yes. I think there's 5,000 feet. Still keeping an eye on traffic in front of us. Everybody seems to be going and making it out, so I guess we're going to have to fly it the whole way out. I'm going to go 3,000 feet at like 200 feet per minute, 300 feet per minute. We'll put our LS switch on. We're just following traffic in front. As soon as I see traffic in front, make the left turn. We'll follow suit. I think they're all doing it at Litro. Looks like that's where everybody's going over. Where can you find GSX profiles? FlightSim.to is the best place. FlightSim.to. Can you show the engines from outside? Yeah, I gotta crank the sounds down a little bit. Outside, they're probably gonna look fine. Actually, nope, they still get a little bit messed up with the frame gen. FSR. Alright, he should be making his turn. Why is everybody flying it all the way out to the waypoint? I don't understand. Guys, you know you can vector yourself, right? Like, you flew all the way out to the final waypoint, which is way past the approach. Now everybody else has to fly all the way out to the final waypoint. Otherwise, we're just going to cut you off. Some of you. I have a bug in the engine textures from external camera. Yeah, if you're using FrameGen mod or FSR or anything like that, your engines are going to look like this. They're going to be weird on some airplanes. It's halfway to London. Yeah, I'll never understand it. I think some people are too scared to like vector themselves. They just don't want to. I don't know. All right, we're gonna bump 210 on the speed, and we're gonna activate approach phase. Good, get that ready. 125 on our VAP speed, dude. Flying to 330 sometimes makes no sense to me. How can an aircraft of this size land at 125 knots? That's fucking crazy, man. All right, left turn. I'm going to slow ourselves down. I have a funny feeling the aircraft in front of us is going even slower than that, so we're going to slow ourselves down. We're going to spin ourselves all the way here, and then what I'll do is I'll just go direct, and we'll go zig 'em, and we'll insert that. Good. Let the aircraft do its thing. Is frame gen smooth, not like stuttery or buggy? Depends. Depends if you have enough VRAM to keep up with it. Really depends. Having a nice little tour of the Toronto countryside. The wing flex animation is quite nice. Does a pretty good job. I'm using FSR, so I'm using the built-in frame gen FSR. Lovely ortho. Yeah, this is all part of the Toronto City update, Canada World update, whatever the hell they're calling it. All right, I'm gonna arm localizer. We're quite a ways out on the approach, but unfortunately everybody decided to fly until the final waypoint, so we've had to vector ourselves down and in. I should have just taken 6 right. That probably should have been the better thing to do. Frequency .ctaf CYYZ, I think it's 19.9, 18.7. I still think I'm on that one, 18.7. Good. Should I download base content? I wouldn't, personally. If you want to download anything, I would just download the airplanes, to be honest with you. If you want to download anything, I'd say just go with the airplanes. Like, I downloaded the A330. I have, like, a physical copy of the 330 now. How is Sim Update 3 so far? Good. Everything seems to be running the way that it should. I haven't noticed any crazy things. Now, I've been in the beta for the last 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah.
Toronto traffic here, Transat 3355 on one way, 05.
I'm greedy, I'll take the extra 30 minutes of stream. My man. Pardon me. Approach phase is activated. I don't know why it says negative 3.6 on the fuel. We have 5,600 kilos. Andre, thank you very much for your subscription. Abdul, welcome aboard as well. Thank you, guys. Airplanes and sceneries if you have space. Yeah, I mean, sceneries, obviously. I don't think you need to, like, the handcrafted sceneries, I don't think you need to worry about those being installed or downloaded. I think you're fine streaming those. But yeah. Is this the Fly Tampa Toronto? It is, yes. Holy hell, you're really far back. Most planes were established on the 401-407 split about 10 miles out. Correct. We didn't have a choice, man. Everybody flew it out to the final waypoint. Everybody flew all the way out to Durley and then vectored themselves in, so in order to keep proper spacing, which we did do a good job, we did keep proper spacing, we had to fly it all the way out and then vector ourselves direct Zigum. Lokestar is captured. Beautiful. We'll arm approach now, chat. Very good. Is the Brisbane scenery from Orbex good? Didn't iniBuilds just release a Brisbane as well, I think, or something? Which is really nice. Fly Tampa Toronto is phenomenal. Fly Tampa is incredible. Do you know if Fly Tampa fixed their Vegas for 2024? Not yet, Mr. G. They have... I know that there's a big update coming, but yeah. Can this aircraft do lateral offsets? Good question. Don't know. How do you disable sceneries which you are not using? If you go into your content manager, you can disable sceneries in your content manager. So you have to go to Marketplace, and then you'll see like a little at the top streamed. You can click on that and search. Maybe we can do some Australia flights. Yes, I do want to go back to Australia at some point. I do. All right, chat, about 12 miles out. I still don't see... Oh, there we go. I see the runway now. There it is out there.
traffic, push it faster than third runway.
And we're maintaining 190 knots so we don't cause any issues with anybody else. I believe he is on short final now. So that's good. Our separation is great. I'm going to keep 190 knots till about 7 miles. Maybe we could check out City Update Germany. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. I don't really fly GA airplanes. I don't think you can really appreciate a city update unless, like, you're flying in a GA airplane, low and slow, you know? That's the split in front of you? Yeah, right here, isn't it? Or this one? Right here. Yeah, that would make sense. 3,000 feet, you're about to intercept glide path. That's where we probably should have turned in. Yeah, I agree. We should have gone, like, from Celep vectored down and in. It's okay. Not the end of the world. All right, speed check, flaps 1. I'm going to roll that speed to 180. Very good. Low and slow, Davis style, correct. We have some South American flights, Ecuador, Colombia, Bolivia. We do. We do. Maybe next time we're in the MAX, or maybe even just the Phoenix Airbus lineup. We could do some stuff like that. It could be fun. Man, look at the views out there. It looks incredible. All right, there's glide slope. We're below 2,500 feet, so we'll go gear down. Speed check, flaps 2. We are roughly about 7 miles out, so we'll get fully configured. A little final approach speed, runway turnoffs on, nose lights on. Beautiful. Love how long it takes for the gear to come down. It's awesome. All right, speed check, flaps 3. Beautiful looking aircraft, I will say that. Hoping I land in my hometown, Leon FLLL. Yes, that's the plan for Saturday. It looks like it. Time for landing? It is. 160 knots, speed check, flaps full. And we'll ding the cabin. Good. All right, friends. Joystick cam comes on. Sounds go up. And I will take control of the aircraft, my airplane. Beautiful. And we hand fly it from here, Chad, about 1,200 feet, coming up on 1,000 now.
1,000.
Very nice small movements on the side stick, nothing crazy needed. Dude, look at the ortho down there. It looks incredible. Sheesh. Beautiful approach. Toronto traffic trends at 151 short final, runway 5, Toronto. The airplane feels really nice though when flying. You'll see like quite a bit of roll movement is needed to get it to roll. I just wish they had that on the pitch axis. The pitch axis seems just a little bit too twitchy for me. I am running a custom curve on my side stick as well. Pretty aggressive curve. But it does feel pretty nice. Just have to get used to it. It flies so differently than any of the other Airbuses I have in the sim. You can really see that wind gusting. You can hear the engines working.
300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hold it. Perfect. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. Reverse thrust is a little bit lackluster, may I add. 70 knots, reverser stowed. Manual brakes are off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Toronto. Very nice. Very nice arrival, friends. Buttery smooth. Barely even noticed we touched down. And we'll vacate to the right. We did hit the high-speed Hotel 3. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Onto the brakes, please. Very good, friends. Very good, friends. Turn those sounds down now a little bit. Very good, very good. Logitech radio panel's not working in 24. They are, Paul. For some reason, they don't work with this airplane. I don't know why. Also, the ground spoilers automatically put themselves down. Congrats, you're qualified as a 330 pilot. Nice. That was a pretty good landing, actually. I'm pretty happy with that one. What was the 0.99G 105 foot per minute? Not too shabby, chat. No traffic, Transat 151 vacated, runway 5, crossing 15 left, Toronto. Cool Aviator, 4 months. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for support. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Also love the hum of the sound when you open the reversers. Yes. I just wish the reverse sound was a little bit louder. Like, watch. Like, I'll open reverse right now. You barely hear it. You do hear that nice little hum. I do agree with you. But other than that, it's kind of it. iniBuilds A330 flares very well for a default. It does. It does, yeah. Kind of just fly it into the ground. The Romeo, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. All right, crossing the runways. Landing lights are off. Nose light over to taxi. Runway turnoffs are off. Strobe lights off. Wing lights off. APU master start switch can go on. Good. I don't know what stand is open. I'll have a look-see here in a second. Pick the corresponding stand that is actually opened. Let's open you up. Let's zoom in on you. What can we take? We can take Charlie 31, it looks like. So we'll do that. GSX, Charlie 31. No. We'll go Swissport. Toronto flight wins for Saturday. What plane will we be using? This one, Steven. The A330. What peripherals do you have in your powered USB hub, and what have you connected directly to the PC? Nothing is connected directly to the PC, Paul. All peripherals are plugged into the USB hub. Rudder pedals, joystick, throttle, FMCs, autopilot panels, and radio stack. Everything goes into the powered USB hub. Try giving that hum one more time. I want to hear it again. Yeah, I got to turn it up. It's not bad. I just wish it was a little bit louder. I think that's it. Just wish it was a little bit louder. All right, we are going in at Alpha Juliet for Charlie 31. All right, let's spool up the APU. Decap in general is 24 playable with an RTX 20 series. I think you'd be really struggling with performance, man. 2024 is a very VRAM hungry simulator. How many USB? It's a 10 hub. 10 powered, and it's got sorry, it's 9 and then 1 in the front as like a phone charger or tablet charger. So 9, 10 really. 9 are being used. You need a reshade filter, so grayish. I'm okay with it, man. I don't know, dude. I don't go crazy like modding my sim, and like it looks fine to me, man. I'm also wearing sunglasses, so keep that in mind. I wear sunglasses when I stream. My view is already skewed. Cap, did you turn off the traffic in the settings? Seems after the update, you can't turn it off, but to low settings. I have it off. I believe low or off. All right. We're supposed to be at Alpha, which I think is this one right here. So nose lights can go off. APU bleed is on. Charlie Alpha 31. This is the one we want. This is where I think our Marshler docking system will attach to us. Try reshade once, it's great. Also use scaled. Don't you lose like crazy performance using like reshade and stuff like that? Or has that since been one of the big reasons I kind of was shying away from using reshade and stuff was it just used to nail your performance. I don't know if it's still like that, but... Are we flying back to Montreal? We are. Which Atlanta scenery to use? Yeah, just default handcrafted, man. Default handcrafted. How are we 30 feet away? Where are you going to put me? Actually, I guess that makes kind of sense. I feel like my nose is going to be inside the terminal, though. 10 feet, 9 feet, 8 feet. Oh boy, this is getting a little sketchy, chat. How close are you going to make me go? Also, the brakes are very sensitive. Alright, well, it's telling me to stop there, so I'm going to stop there. APU's on, APU bleed is on, good. Now, I will say this. Listen to the spool down sounds. Engine 1, engine 2. Quite nice. Quite nice. Very nice. I like that spool down sound. That looks real good. Sounds real good. Seatbelt signs are off. Fuel pumps are off. Good. Crew supply is off. Red beacon light is off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Toronto. Let's go ahead and request deboarding. Beautiful. We'll jump outside the aircraft. I'm going to reset this view. I don't like how it's weird right now. We're going to zoom at that level like that. We're going to turn this to manual, and then we're going to back up. And there's no way that's where I should be parking, dude. I'm like kissing the terminal. Although it kind of is where I should be parking. Maybe that is where I should be parking. I don't know. It feels weird. Oh, shit. My bad. Wait, hold on. I think I figured out how to do this all through this now. Can I hold this and zoom in like that? Yeah, I can. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. There we go. Beautiful. There's our aircraft getting deboarded. Looking real nice out there, chat. Real nice. What a beauty she is. God, I love the Air Transat livery, man. Wish we had more airplanes we could fly Transat. I guess our only hope is what? FS Labs? Or I guess no, Phoenix with their 321neo, I guess. About to tickle the building, that's what I'm saying, dude. I feel like we're super close into it. Jamarcus, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Because there's so many people flying back with us, chat, we're just going to keep the same call sign. We'll be Transat 151 on the way back as well. 151. And we are going from Toronto back to Montreal. CYUL. Good. We are going to be in the A330-200. Very nice. Rolls-Royce. Good. Return 227 passengers on the return flight. Very good. What are you running right now? 60 and 100. That makes sense. All right. Someone say tickle? Shh. You'll summon him. Shh, shh, shh. Hey, Cap, can you show your settings for the joystick and throttle when you have a chance? My settings for... Well, what settings would you like to see, Devi? Devi. However I pronounce that. I'm probably butchering it. Apologize. Nick, thank you for your subscription as well, man. Welcome aboard. Oh.
I do sexy stretching, very powerful. First body bend, then brain bend. Do you also
Nice.
like to stretch with the magic plant? Make the downstairs tingle tingle? Very
Yes.
nice.
Very.
Hey, whoa, way, whoa.
Oh my God. Bradley, thank you for your Tangia support. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Run no traffic with that 598.
All right, we'll file our flight plan. Very good. We'll disconnect and reconnect. Good. Very good, very good. We'll let the aircraft deboard and we'll just hang out for now, man. Like my curves. Ah, yes. Okay, so the one thing that I will say is if you're, don't take the settings right now that I'm showing you, don't apply this to all aircraft. The only aircraft that I would apply this to would be this aircraft, the default A330. So for my left and right, I actually feel the aircraft is really, like, it feels very heavy. So I did not apply any sensitivity curves or change anything. I just added a little bit of a slight dead zone onto my left and right. So your yaw axis. This is where things get a little bit crazy as far as sensitivities go. I have never had to put such a high sensitivity curve on an aircraft before, but for whatever reason, the aircraft just feels so light on the nose that I had to apply quite a heavy sensitivity curve. So again, I wouldn't take what I'm showing you right now and apply it to, let's say, like the Phoenix or another Airbus aircraft that you're flying. I would maybe only apply these to like the A330 or maybe the A321 default airplanes, if you will. It's probably the best way I could say that. Maybe check these sensitivity settings out for default airplanes. But yeah, that's about it, man. That is about it. Are there any GSX alternatives? Not really. No. No, just GSX goes on sale all the time, man. So if you do really want to pick up GSX, just keep your eye on it. Check every week. Check back on the website. It goes on sale all the time. You know, 10, 15 bucks off. I would just wait for that. I would wait for that. And it's time for me to hustle the kids away from the TV. My man. Have lunch with a friend, so I'm going to lose the return flight. Have a good one, Cap. Catch you on the weekend. Jesse, have a great day, man. Thanks for support as always, dude. And have an extra, whatever you're eating, have a little bit extra for me, please. Kind of hungry. Kind of hungry, chat. All right, let's get our stretching going. We got to finish this flight. Man, what a great landing, chat. Sheesh. Buttery smooth. Buttery smooth arrival on that into Toronto. He got an RTX 3080. Not sure whether to upgrade to 2024. It's expensive decision to get wrong. Cameron, honestly, if you just, go on my Discord, if you go on my Discord, I would try copying over my settings. What CPU do you have, Cameron? If you've got a 3080, I've got a 3080. I'm able to run the sim fine. I am making some sacrifices here and there to get good performance at major airports like Toronto, but yeah. Got any tips for Microsoft add-on linker? I think somehow my 97% loading hang on 2024, which still hasn't been resolved. It's somehow linked to something in my 2020 community folder. But your 2024, like, did you just copy your 2020 community folder into 2024? If you did that, then yes, that's definitely what's going on. I'm not quite sure though. Add-on linker's great. I would definitely advocate for. It's an i5. Sounds could use some work. Absolutely. Yeah, the sounds could use some work. The flight model could also use a little bit of work, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't hate the sounds. I don't love the sounds. That's the best way that I can describe them. Don't hate them, don't love them. Is your PC water-cooled? Yes. It is. Also, that cargo door closes way too fast. That was like a lightning bolt. Look at how fast those cargo doors close. I highly doubt they close that fast on the 330. Basically, we need a Zebo modding team for the 330. I mean, I don't know. We just need somebody to make a third-party 330, and I think we'd be set, to be honest with you. 24 community folder is completely banked. Nothing is even in there, as I can't even get into the sim, stuck at 97% loading. Yeah, that's super weird. Have you been onto the Microsoft forums, Bad Hog? There might be like something blocking your connection. I don't know. We need the new Transat livery? What's the new Transat livery? I thought this was it. Aren't the new ones only on their 21 Neos? Montreal Dev? I don't know. I don't fly a lot of Transat, to be honest with you. Alright, almost done deboarding, chat. We'll finish up the deboarding process, and then we'll get everything reboarded and ready to rock and roll. Back to Montreal. The livery you have right now has been removed since 2021. What, really? I thought this was their livery. Justin's MTB. Thanks for your subscription, my man. Appreciate you, buddy. Malix, my man. Thanks for your premium economy subscription. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, man. At about 90% loading, I get the low bandwidth pop up and then it slows down. Unsure how that happens as I have gig ISP. Huh. Wonder if it's your connection to the Microsoft servers somehow. I would check the forums, to be honest with you. The Microsoft 2024 forums are a pretty good place to kind of pick people's brains and other people that are having issues. They have the new bland livery on all their planes now? I think this is my favorite. This is the, I flew on this livery down to Punta Cana on their 310 before. Punta Cana and back on the 310. I wish I knew that I was flying on a piece of history back then. I wasn't even like flight simming back then. I was, yeah. Have a weird problem where none of my reverse thrusts are working on any aircraft even though the settings are correct. That is odd. I'm not quite sure what could be causing that.
Toronto traffic west at 598 is going to be the firm runway 5.
Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button for me. Do the channel a huge solid if you are enjoying today's content. We are live again in a couple hours from now. I think tonight we're going to be going, we're going to try it. I don't know how well it's going to go, but I think tonight we're going to go Atlanta to JFK in a Delta 330. So that should be fun as well. Delta A330-200. So the big boy, the long boy. Meow? Am I hearing meows? All right, chat. Deboarding is complete. I finally set up a shortcut command to get back into the into here. All right, first things first. Let's go over here. We'll sim brief import our new flight plan. Same call sign, Transat 151. Service Toronto to Montreal. Good. Let's go to payload, and we'll sim brief import that. Good. We'll apply load to the aircraft. We'll go instant. You'll hear the aircraft make a ding. It's going to say low fuel. Don't worry. To know that it's working correctly, you'll see the correct amount of fuel, 10,940. Good. Let's come down here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go GSX. We'll go sim brief OK. Perfect. And we'll request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Good. Yes, you can attach the pushback tug. All right, let's go to our NIT ref tab. We'll do our NIT request. Beautiful. Toronto back to Montreal. Transat 151. 37,000 is our cruise altitude. Cost index at 13. I'm going to just bump that to 15. A little bit of a round number. Good. We'll import our weights. 139.6, 25.4. Block fuel 10.9. That all looks good. Go to our flight plan page. Toronto departures. We're going to plan runway 5. We are on the, what are we on? We're on the Dead Key 5 departure. Dead Key 5 with the Miglo transition. We'll insert that. Beautiful. Into Montreal today. We're going to be on the Habs 7 arrival for 24 right, I believe. Let's take a quick little gander at the weather in Montreal, see if anything's changed. Montreal weather, variable at 3, 30 miles, few at 5, few at 25. All right, so we're going to plan 2-4 right for the arrival. We are on the Habs 7 arrival, Miglo transition, and our approach via is no via, and we'll insert that. Beautiful. So there is going to be a flight plan discontinuity. That's fine because it's radar vectors Alcut on course, and there's Lana. Everything looks good there, friends. And the approach into Montreal is absolutely fantastic. If you've never seen it, arguably one of my favorite Canadian cities to fly into, actually, in this sim right now is Montreal. Montreal and Toronto. I think they look the best. So does Vancouver, though. Vancouver, coming from the east, is incredible, descending over the mountains, the Rockies. Okay, everything is set up there. Init A, Init B is done. Good. We'll go to our perf calculator. We'll jump up over here. Go to our takeoff performance. We'll resync everything up on there. 150, good. Flaps 1F, aircon on, anti-ice off, force toga off. Calculate our V-speeds. Flex 58, 49, 52, 53, the exact same numbers we had out of Montreal. And we'll send all of that data down to the FMG. Good. We'll confirm the data. Takeoff uplink data has been set. Good. 49, 52, 53, 1/up, 5.3, 58 on the flex. Beautiful. Everything is all set up and ready to go. Oh, he is pushed back, so we'll just go to this view for a minute. Good, 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 friends. If you ever fly the FS Labs A320 XLR with the Act 3 long haul, that would work on your long haul plan this weekend, I believe. Maybe. They don't have the XLR though, Bad Hog. I think it's just the A321 Neo. I don't think they've done the XLR. On the A320 V2, I have my throttle on idle, but the game shows climb. In order for me to get idle, I have to put my... Yeah, so Nicholas, you have to set up your throttles. You have to do your throttle calibration. So if you come down here and you go to the options, you need to open up the throttle settings, then you need to set them accordingly. You have to calibrate your throttles in those aircraft. How about a Discover Airlines 330 short haul soon out of Frankfurt when back in Europe? Maybe. Discover Airlines. Where do they fly? Never notice all the info it gives you on the parking sign? Yeah. Yeah, it shows you your passengers, shows you your cargo, shows you your fuel. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It'll even give you like your departure time.
Canada 416, taxi runway 05 via Alpha Kilo Bravo Hotel.
Destination YUL. Time to departure 15 minutes. It's pretty cool. Alright, has he moved yet? Yes, he has. There we go. Go back out and watch the boarding process. I think Sunday stream chat is also going to be some Delta Ops. We're going to go Atlanta to LA. That's what Sunday's stream is going to be. And Sunday's stream is going to be sponsored by the wonderful people at Thrustmaster. So Sunday stream, if you're looking for something to do Saturday, you can't join us on the long haul on Saturday you can't join the long haul. Sunday we're doing Atlanta to LAX. About a 3.5 hour flight. Kind of see passengers at the airport boarding. I think it's cool. Yes, you can. Yeah, there's a bunch of passengers walking around in the terminal, going on to the airplane. That's neat. Thrustbuster back from the dead? Yes, sir. Several Airlines based in Frankfurt. They fly their 330 to Palma and back to Frankfurt at the moment for summer only. Got you. Interesting. You about to push back? Nice. We are wrapping up. Sent you the new Transat liveries on Discord. Thank you. Does this airport have an interior? Yes, it does. It does, it does. About another 70 passengers to board, chat. 77 passengers. And then we'll be pushing back and on our way back to Montreal. Surprise, surprise, we're in Air Canada Air Transat livery. No. Got my 24 set up much better since using your Discord settings and auto FPS. Thanks, Scott. Very good, Alex. Very, very good, my man. How's the 330 after the update? I like it. I like it. It's not, you know, it's not, I don't think it's going to blow you away. Yeah, it's pretty good. I would say for a default aircraft, it's solid. It's very viable. You could fly this no problem. Fun fact, Airbus didn't put a center tank on the 330-300 because they didn't want to crush the 340 sales back then. Interesting. I didn't know that. Cap, just wondering what door is connected to the jet bridge. It's supposed to be door 2, but it's not. It's door 1. I don't know why it does that. There's something in the GSX. It doesn't board through the correct door. It's supposed to be door 2, so that when you come on, first class goes to the left, economy goes to the right. But for whatever reason, GSX only connects to the first door, 1L. It has it right for the 777. It boards correctly for the 777. It always attaches the 2L. Wonder how long it's going to make for Microsoft to make double jetways work? Yeah, I don't know. Getting a little bit cloudy here all of a sudden.
Traffic Air Canada 416 crossing 15 right.
Is older livery is the best by far? I agree. Yeah. Here in Saudi, we have a regional version, only 199 tons with RR engines. Interesting. ECAP just checked, 12th gen, i5 12600, 32 gigs of RAM, along with a 3080. You should be fine, Cameron, especially if you copy my settings in the Discord. I think you'll be good, Cameron. Just make sure you're also using auto FPS. Auto FPS is going to save your simming experience. If you want to download auto FPS, you can put !AFPS in chat. It works for 2020 and 2024. It's been a game changer. Thoughts on From? It's good. It's good. Boarding is completed, chat. It's a weird-ass show, but so far so good. All right, flight directors are going back on. We're just going to bump up our cruise altitude. No ATC, so we'll be nice, lazy pilots. We'll go flight level 370. Beautiful. Looking out to the left and the right, we're good for pushback, so we'll go to GSX. We'll go ahead and prepare pushback and departure. Good. We can restart these. Hold that. Good. They're locking their gear. Beautiful. Let's go upstairs. We'll make sure fuel pumps are on. We'll make sure red beacon light is on, seatbelt sign is on, and crew supply is all turned on. Very good. Why would you be surprised the weather is following you? It's mandatory, apparently. Can't wait to pre-order Call of Duty? Ugh. Why is it doing pushback raise all of a sudden now? God, I fucking hate GSX sometimes, man. It, like, just randomly does it at, like, random times, random airports. Facing northwest or southeast? We want to be northwest. Correct. All right, release the park brakes. We'll go ahead and get our block time turned on. Engine mode selector to the start position. Sounds are coming up. And we'll get a roll in engine number 1. Enjoy, friends. GSX desperately needs a competitor. I don't think we'll get one, to be honest with you. Yeah, correct, Strody. Yeah. How do you get push bar tug only? It's in the settings somewhere. What are your settings for rudder pedals, and what rudder pedals do I use? My rudder pedals are set to default sensitivities, and I use the Thrustmaster TPR pendular rudders. Delta Force just came out on console, and I'm loving it. And with Battlefield 6 coming out, I'm not even thinking about touching COD. Yes, correct. Alright, looks like we got a good start on engine number 1. Very nice pushback, though, I will say that. Very nice pushback. Gives room for the company Air Transat in front. Looks fantastic. Is that their new livery? That one right there? It probably is. Deal, what's up, my friend? Welcome back. Hope you're well. Park brake set. Watch the nose just drop now. Boom. Alright, we'll spool up number 2. Enjoy. Ooh, a Transat 321 over there. And a Jet of the West. Texturing and modeling of this plane is fantastic, though, I will say that. Will we do India? Not sure. It's on the list, don't you worry. Alright, 2 good engines. Bring those sounds down a little bit now. Need to go deaf on the taxi. Upstairs, APU and APU bleed can go off. We'll get nose lights over to taxi. We will get auto brakes over to max RTO. We will arm the ground spoilers. Engine mode selector back to the normal position. Our trim values should be set correctly. 5.3, which they are. Good. And we'll go and set flaps 1 for takeoff, which I'm not even going to bother showing because it's kind of weird. Perfect. Parking brake is off. Good. Will you stream in 4K after the PC upgrade? No, 1440p. Qantas 330 ops could be a good one too. All right, get our taxi going out to runway 5. Yeah, I wish the sounds were a little bit better as well. I think that's, I feel like we all have that. I think you have to remember it's, iniBuilds developed this for Microsoft, so they're very limited on what they're able to do and how they're able to do it. I don't see anybody coming that way. I think we're good. Eating some pepperoni pizza. Nice. Alrighty. Out of the ramp. Looking good, chat. Let's see if this Delta plane turns on the right taxiway. It looks like he is. Perfect. Man, you always forget how big the 330 is. It's a massive aircraft. iniBuilds 330 is my favorite default aircraft. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree. Definitely the most robust default aircraft, I think. As far as everything working and everything doing what it's supposed to do. Although I will say I did a couple practice flights. I did a couple turnarounds, and for some reason the callouts stopped working randomly. I have noticed that. Fly-by-wire is ages above it in freeware. Fly-by-wire is not default. Keyword default. I'm not talking about mods, I'm talking about default. Meaning that anybody can play this without downloading mods. Xbox users, default. iniBuilds A321LR is a good one for some transatlantic ops. Could be, for sure. Yeah. Ryan, my man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much for your support. Gifting a membership to the channel. Mr. G, if you're still around, please make sure you say a big thank you in chat to Ryan. Thanks so much, Ryan. Appreciate you, man. Delta Tree Fitty. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Two big heavies crossing paths. Love it. Maybe some developer will try and make a 7.3 Max to some Zebo level. We already have one, Mert. We already have the iFly 7.3 Max. Fantastic aircraft. Whose 330 is this? This is iniBuilds 330. iniBuilds. Delta 350 and YYZ. That's the beauty of flight sim. You can fly whatever the hell you want, wherever the hell you want, right? Mr. Maverick, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. All right, we're going all the way down to the end here. Crossing both 1.5s, ready to go.
Well, hello, buddy.
Crazy Lazy.
Crazy Lazide donated $10.
Thank you, buddy.
Runway 2 take off.
Yes, sir. Runway 2 take off. Which no floaties to you, my friend. Thanks so much for support. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would you recommend auto FPS from 2020, even if I'm already getting 70 to 80 FPS on cruise and 60 on the ground? If you're happy with your performance, then probably not. You probably don't need it. I feel auto FPS is for those that are struggling a little bit on performance, but want to enjoy the sim at like a high setting. I think that would probably be the best. If you're getting 60 FPS at major all airports, be fine. Thanks so much, Crazy, again. Appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for support. You ready for the dinos? You're wild, man. You're wild, dude. Benny, 61 months. Says, long time no see, Cap. Did you upgrade your PC for 24? What did you finally get? Cheers. I have not yet. New build is in process. I should have everything ready to go by mid to end of October. I'd like to have everything built, yeah, mid to end October. We should be switched over to the new PC. I'm still on the i9 10900 with the 3080. Gorky, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. There's company A330 departing. Very nice. Chatted with the first officer about the Zach taxiway at Pearson. Apparently it's infamous among pilots. He called it Baghdad. What, really? Just because the taxiway is bad or something? Full of potholes? I don't know. Captain UK, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Wayward, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back as well. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thursday afternoon. Left with an iniBuilds A330 long haul, the 200 variant KLM Amsterdam to St. Martin. I did have a localizer problem, but I got it down with a 102. Nice. We actually landed with a 105 here into Toronto earlier. Living on a player. What's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Bumpy and uncomfortable. Generally, I can only imagine the maintenance needed IRL. Yeah, I mean, arguably probably one of the busiest taxiways apart from Alpha and Bravo. They love sending planes out to 5 for departures. Arriving onto 5 is okay. Departing out of 5 is a little bit of an Amsterdam taxi, if you will. Igor, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Got a question. And the Tolos A320, I'm not getting the auto brake off call out after landing. How can I make this work? I don't think it... That's usually only on the 350 and the 380, Igor. The auto brake off, I don't think the 320 or the 330 has those. Are we going to Montreal by taxi or are we flying? We're flying, I promise. Traveled by car between Montreal and Toronto when I visited Canada in 2018. I love Montreal. Yeah, beautiful cities, man. Beautiful cities. At least in Amsterdam, it's interesting with the long bridges and freeways, etc. True, this is just straight.
Crazy Lazage donated
hello, buddy.
$10. Supposed to be kept us in 2 runway 2 captain, but taken a long time.
We are taking a long time. Don't you worry. We're almost there. I can see the end. We're almost there. Thank you again, Crazy, for another $10 donation. Extremely kind, my friend. Appreciate you, buddy. Hey, what are you doing? The Neos have it? I don't think so. Chat, can anybody confirm? Auto brake off. Let's give you an idea. That does fantastic on long hauls, so you've got nothing to be concerned about making it to your destination. No, not at all. Jeff, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Thank you, F.O. Henry, for your service. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing right now. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Can you go lay down on your bed? We're about to take off. You need to put your seatbelt on. Your seatbelt has to be on, Henry. Yes, it's mandatory. Not only for passengers, but first officers. Can we turn around, please? What do you mean? Go back to the gate? That's an option even on the 320 CEO. Really? Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, he came to get his toy. Go to your bed. You got in here. You can get out. Go to your bed, buddy. Henry, go to your bed. You got in here. You can get out. It's no longer sterile. I know. Hold on. I gotta get him his carrot. Hold on. I'll get you your toy. Hold on a second. Toronto traffic, Transat 151 lining up runway 5, Toronto. Hold on, don't take off. I'm still in the lavatory. Nice. Landing lights on, nose light over to takeoff, strobe lights, wing lights, and runway turnoff lights are on. Is that guy departing runway 15? What's going on with him? That's that. Isn't that the Delta 350 that we just saw? All right, give me a second. And right here. All right, he has his carrot. How'd the first leg go? It was good, Digital. Very good, man. Had an absolute greaser into Toronto. All right, joystick cam's going on. Sounds are going up for departure. Toronto traffic, Transat 151, departing runway 5, Toronto. Park brakes off. That's vacated traffic. Got you. All right, slight nose down pressure on the joystick. Throttle's up to about 40%. Chrono's on. Let's go flying. And flex 58 SRS runway, auto thrust bleu. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. .100 knots, we're neutral. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Slight left turn. Throttles to climb. Good. We'll go 3,000 feet, then direct all cut. There's 3,000 feet. Direct all cut. Insert. Follow the flight directors. Bring the sounds down a little bit. Flaps clean. Downtown Toronto off our nose, looking real good. The thing flies really smooth, man. Like, I actually like the way the flight model feels. Minus like the super twitchy takeoff. If they could just figure out why it's so twitchy on takeoff, I think it would be great. All right, coming up on 7,000 feet. Autopilot 1 is on. Back up into the flight deck. Very nice. Yeah, I spent a lot of time kind of dialing in the sensitivities over the last couple of days. Spent a lot of time dialing those in. Do you think Say Intentions has something on the roadmap to make moving in and out of VATSIM coverage possible? If there's AI ATC, it would be great if you could say something on VATSIM when using it. You technically can use it right now, but it is a little bit weird, Mr. Holder. I do agree with you. Does it feel heavy? It feels heavy once you're airborne. On the ground, like your initial takeoff, like you barely have to move the side stick and the nose just kind of shoots up into the sky. If they could tweak that a little bit and fix that whole little weird thing that's going on, I think it would be really good. Because other than that, it feels great. Like as soon as you get airborne, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel twitchy. It doesn't feel overly sensitive. Twitchy is probably not the right word. Oversensitive. Overly sensitive would be the best way to describe how it feels like on your takeoff. It doesn't feel that way like on arrival. It's only really on your departure. I rotated way faster than you just did now. Yeah, because I'm barely touching my side stick. I'm literally like moving it a fraction of a centimeter, and it's just whoop. Who's the one person downvoting the stream? Who cares, dude? It's all good, man. There's downtown Toronto. Looking good. I also think we're above 10,000 feet, which we are, so all of our lights can go off. Should have done that before. That's okay. Off, off, off. We'll get the seatbelt signs off as well. Very good. Very good. Not for 2020. This airplane is not available for 2020. No. Seems they have somewhat functional kick-on when you lose ETC, but you need to disconnect from VATSIM. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. I do agree. It's your pilot. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Thomas, good to see you. What GPU and CPU am I running? You can put exclamation point specs in chat. I have an i9 10900K and a 3080. It's a lot better than the defaults that came out with 2020. Unflyable? Correct. Yes. Very much so. This is a big step up for a default aircraft. I do agree with you. Yes. 100%, my friend. Seeing Oasis there in 4 days. Very cool. Very cool. The amphitheater, I'm assuming, Clay? I saw Incubus. I saw Incubus and like Warp Tour back in like Jesus 2003, 2004. What is my cruise altitude? 37,000 feet, flight level 370. Anyone test the 747-800? It was trashed before. I have not. I haven't flown that in probably a good year. Does your MIC-DO work with the 330? It does not, Mr. Holder. No. MIC-DO doesn't work. Radio panel doesn't work. Autopilot panel doesn't work. Nothing works. Is this Captain Canada on 2024? Do my eyes deceive me? We've been using 2024 for a month now. So no, you're not deceiving you. Your eyes are not. Is this flight done regularly at all? Just wondering. It is, Alex. Yeah, it's a seasonal route for Transat, and I think it's like a repositioning flight between the two. I'm descending into Montreal. I need a landing like your last one. Oh, baby. May I add that I'm completely jealous seeing you fly on a 330 and I can't. You'll get there. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, my friend. We'll get 2024 installed and you'll be good to go. Standard barrel, we're through 18,000, and those need to be disarmed. First Officer Henry is doing a terrible job. Yes, we're talking about you, First Officer Henry. Do you want to come say hi to chat? Okay, come on. You're standing here looking at me. Come on, up. Good boy. Oh, hello, Henry. Say hi to chat. Say hi to chat. Say hi, chat. My name's Henry. My name's First Officer Henry. Good boy. Yes. Henry, do you give kisses? Don't go away. Do you give kisses? Give a kiss. Give a kiss. Kiss. Good boy. Good boy. XP says he's done with 2020. He's fully moved to 2024. Awesome. I'm sure he'll reinstall 2020 once the Bluebird 7.5 comes out. That's why I still have 2020 installed. Henry. Can you speak? He's licking my neck. What are you doing? Good boy. You get down? Good boy. You get down? Good boy. And do you speak? Good boy. That's good speaking. Good boy. Okay, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. Good boy. Henry hair all in my face. Already at cruise after 14 minutes. We have been airborne for 9 minutes and we're passing flight level 240. The Bluebird's not a 24 project. No, it's initially releasing on 2020. I mean, that's the main reason I still have 2020 installed and using up all of my hard drive space. The Bluebird 7.5 is set to release on 2020 initially, and then it will be a free upgrade to 2024. Gets you every time with that bark. He's good at it now, man. He's real good at it. Have you been affected by Hurricane Erin because I'm in Florida and it's so bad here right now? I have not. No. I don't know if we are going to be affected by it, to be honest with you. Maybe it'll take a while to get up here if it actually does reach up here. Let's see the weather. What is the weather saying? I don't think we're getting rain for a while here. We haven't got rain in a while. It is 26 degrees outside right now. Very nice. What do we got? We have Saturday rain and Monday rain. But that's it. I don't know. I don't think we're getting anything. Henry starts my dog up when he speaks. Nice. Can't wait for the Synaptic A220. Yes, that's going to be awesome as well. Looking at Flight Radar 24, here I am amazed to see WestJet running Amsterdam to Halifax in the 7.3. Yep. 7.3 Max. Kind of makes sense. Test it out on a more stable sim and tweak it for 2024 updates. Correct. Bluebird's time is running out. Let's be honest, most simmers won't have the stamina to reinstall 2020 just to fly the 7.5. If the aircraft's worth it, Johan, I think they will. I don't know. You know, the good thing that I can say, Johan, is the install size of 2024 is so small that in my opinion, it seems kind of silly to just uninstall 2020. There's still some projects for 2020 coming out. I know a lot of people are still also using 2020. Not everybody has made the switch over to 2024. I was fine in Florida. Erin wasn't even close, but Orlando for me. Got you.
Well, hello, buddy.
Crazy Lazy again.
Crazy Lazide donated $10.
Go floaties to you, my man.
I'm first class both passenger and drinker.
Yes.
Nothing to do with flying a lot. I just earn a lot of money.
Hell yeah, brother. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you as always. Dropping $30 in donations. Thank you, man. 7.5 will come to 24 if you have such an issue. Just wait. Yeah, I mean it'll be out for 24 as well. I'm on the beta team. So in order to be on the beta team, I believe I need to, you got to have 2020 installed because that's where the beta is coming out on. But yeah, I've slowly started a migration to 24, but 2020 is still where it's at. Yeah, I mean, for stability, although to be fair, knock on wood, I've had a pretty damn good experience in 2024. There's certain things I can't do, like I can't open up the settings page for whatever reason. It crashes the sim while I'm flying. I can do it anytime else, but yeah. Anybody here on Xbox, the Sim Update 3 fixed the game? I'm not sure. Sim Update 3 has brought a lot of good, especially on the PC version. I can't speak for Xbox, though. I cannot. Just excited to do 7.5 ops if it does come out. Oh, it's coming out. The airplane is coming out. It's just when. That's the real question mark right now is when will it be coming out? I only fly the 7.3s in 2020. Everything else is 24 for me now. Yeah. I flew that Bluebird 7.5 at the Expo, and I was pretty amazed. I'm very much looking forward to flying that thing. Very much. Do we have an idea? I mean, I know an internal idea of when they plan on releasing it, but unfortunately, I can't share that. But I just know that they're hard at work. That's all I can really say. Staying in 2020 for the 7.5, and when PNG moves the 7.3 line over to 24, I've got the 7.5 fixed in, then I'll move fully to 24. There you go. Glad you're in the beta team for the 7.5, 7.6. Should be awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, man. Maybe 3 weeks? No. No. I would put that more in the ballpark of 3 months, at least. Why does the engine look like it glitches? That is from the frame gen or FSR. Frame gen FSR will cause the engines to behave like that. Can we ask Henry for the date? Henry? When is the Bluebird 757 coming out? Do you know? Can you speak? Okay. That was a very... Can you... Okay, thank you. That was a better elaboration of the date. The first one was a little quick. But do you know... Okay, are you... That's the date you're going with? Okay, that's the one for sure? Okay, yeah. Guys, that's... Henry says that's when it's coming out. So you can expect it then. And Henry also said that he's beta testing on the FO side of things, and he also agrees that it's very good. Very, very good. And he added in at the end there that I think you guys would... Do you think they're going to enjoy it, Henry? Do you think they'll enjoy it? They'll enjoy it? Really? How much? A lot? Okay, so they're going to enjoy it a lot? Are you sure? Okay, good job. Yep, Henry's sure, guys. He says you guys are really going to enjoy it. You're really going to love it. He says it's quite an impressive feat that they've been able to do. I don't know if you guys caught all that. He's speaking a little quick today. But yes, he says you guys will enjoy the Bluebird 7.5. It's been, he says it's been a lot of fun to be part of the beta team, to test things. Yeah. Good job, Henry. That is a good boy. Yes, you're a very good boy. I love how he only barks like when I ask him to bark. He doesn't bark at the doorbell. He doesn't bark at people coming by. He doesn't bark at other people, other dogs, nothing. He literally only barks when I ask him to speak. That is a good dog right there, chat. That is a good dog. He's a streamer dog. You are a streamer dog, Henry. You are meant to be owned by a streamer. I fully believe in that. What type of dog is Henry? You can put exclamation point Henry in chat. We got a cool little command. Henry has 200 IQ. Dude, he is by far the smartest dog I've ever owned, Huskers. By far the smartest dog. Daisy was smart, but not like Henry smart. Henry is crazy. Crazy how quickly he picks up on things, and like, he'll do something, and like, if he doesn't do it, he'll never do it again. Like, it's crazy. Did Sim Update 3 fix the night lighting? What's wrong with the night lighting? I don't fly a lot at night, but that's the best kind of dog. We have 6 dogs in our cul-de-sac that bark at everything. People, dogs, their shadows, the wind, just everything nonstop. Yeah, that pissed me off. I couldn't do that. Capathano Flight Radar Delta 330-200. They did Atlanta to Tampa and back. Nice, very cool. Just started your descent. We are 70 miles from top of drop. 70. How was Sim Update 3? Kiwi, good to see you, man. It's been good. I mean, to be fair, Kiwi, I've been in the Sim Update 3 beta for about a month now. So I've kind of been seeing everything, but yeah. Am I a real pilot? No, I am not. We'll never forget our Daisy? No, we will not, sir. She was, that dog got me through so much in life. That was the hardest part about saying goodbye to Daisy, was just, I was, you know, such a fucking degenerate when I got her. And she really, you know, changed my thought process in the way that I was, you know, I was partying and I was doing all kinds of drugs and I was just all over the place. And I got Daisy, and it was like instantly like, oh, well, I can't go out and party tonight because I have a dog at home, and just brought a lot of meaning and purpose. And in a weird way, you know? She was there for a lot of my adult life and figuring life out as an adult. She was there for it. Definitely the most difficult goodbye I've had to do, for sure. For sure. A dog is truly a man's best friend. Yep, 100%, man, 100%. Life changing, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. You know, and I want to say, like, when I got Henry, I don't know if I was like 100% ready for another dog. I knew that it was like the right thing to do, and you know, I live like a pretty solitary life besides streaming and being out at the farm. Like, I don't do a whole lot, right? So having a dog was keeps me grounded. Also gets me to exercise and gets my ass outside. You know what I mean? Planes do that too. They do. Yeah, flight simming is definitely a great way to do that as well. Keep your mind off things. Do I have a girlfriend? I have a fiance. Yes. All right, top of drop, 50 miles. It's yelling at us to enter the descent info. We'll actually do it properly this time. Not go out with an outside view and then realize. Let's go YUL weather. Winds are still variable at 3, so we're just going to throw 240 at 3. Temperature's 24,3009. 24,309. Good, and we have to select our arrival, so we're going in on 24 right from final. We'll bug that in. There we go. And our minimums will be 306. 306 on the barrel mins. Beautiful. We are on the HAB 7, so our initial descent will take us, well, we go 4,000 at Titus, 210 knots. So 4,000 at Titus. We are 40 miles from descent, friends. We'll go outside view here for a couple minutes. Do you think the iniBuilds 330 needs major improvement? Major improvement? No. Minor improvements, touches, better things here and there? Absolutely. You're getting unbanned from VATSIM tomorrow. What did you do? How did you get banned in the first place? What did you do to get banned in the first place? Is a date set for the wedding? No. No, dude. No, and not in a bad way. We're just not in any rush, man. We have a lot on our plate right now with the property and just a lot of... neither of us is going anywhere, so we've just put the whole wedding on the back burner until it's a little bit more affordable and we can do something that we want, you know? Where'd you get this livery? Wayward, it's on flightsim.to. Flightsim.to, and it's the Hughes livery. Hughes. As being okay, and slept on a long haul, not once but twice, I think 6 times in the past 4 years. Honestly, man, like, that's where, if you're doing a long haul and you're doing an overnight long haul, like, other than padding your VATSIM hours, like your stats, it doesn't really do much, does it? To stay online? Like, there's really no purpose of being online, right? Wife and I got married on the French porch, cost us under $100. Yeah, I mean, we've thought about that as well, Digital. The problem is I'm an only child, and my family, more so my mom, wants some type of, like, you know, we don't want to go all out, dude. I'm not saying we're going to spend 20, 30, 40 grand on anything crazy, But like we want to be able to have like family members and friends come out to the farm and do some type of like catered barbecue and stuff like that. So you're looking at like, you know, 10 grand at least. And there's just more important matters at hand right now. We have discussed and we have, you know, thought of the idea of just going to City Hall and doing it there, and then doing some type of like party or reception or something out at the farm, which honestly will probably most likely be the case in the scenario. But like I said, man, neither of us are in a rush, dude. We've been together for 5 or 6 years now. We own property together. We own horses together. We own animals together, dogs. It's, nobody's going anywhere. There is no rush, man. I'm not in a rush to put myself in debt just so I can say, hey, I'm married. I don't really care about any of that, dude. And neither does she, thank God. 10K is just for the wedding dress? Nah. Not at all. Thank goodness my fiance is not like that. Went to City Hall, had our close family out for dinner in the backyard wedding that we got catered, cost $5K and basically broke even with gifts. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's, the options are there for sure. For sure. Yeah, we've thought about it all. Like I said, we'll eventually do it. Yeah, that's how my wife and I did it. Went to the courthouse, saved a fuck ton of money, and then had a nice affordable reception with family and friends. Yeah, that's most likely exactly what's going to happen. All right, 8 miles till our descent. We said 4,000 feet, right? Yeah, we said 4,000. 4,000 feet at Titus. And they usually give you vectors. Now, whoever's flying in front, please don't fly all the way out. There's no need. Fly out to like Titus and then radar vector yourself. Why the fuck is this still showing up? You hear that? God damn it. I'm just going to switch ourselves over. We'll go 19.9, which is CTAF for Montreal. We'll just do it now. You're landing on 6 left? Why? That's not going to cause any problems. Alright, let's start our descent. Beautiful. Descent path. Good. Spend it on a honeymoon, rent a 330. Jesus. They're extending the downwind to Chibougamau. All the way out, baby. If I wasn't battling winds, you would have caught me. Eva Air 777 from RCTP to YYZ. I wanted to do this leg with you guys. It's all right, Christopher. Next time, man. We're flying all week, dude. All week. We have a long haul planned for Saturday. Sunday, we're doing Atlanta to LA, Delta. And then Monday, not sure yet. Hello, Cap. Just came to look around the corner because I have my cousin on a visit. She also likes planes. Wish you a good day. Dans, take care, man. Have a great day, dude. Got thoughts on the Turkish Airlines liveries? Invest in Turkey and the retro. Those are the 200 variant liveries, IRL. I like Turkish Airlines liveries, to be honest with you. I really like them. Pretty easy straight route in? It is. Yes. This is a great little route. This is a great little test sector route. Did you ever see the Middle East Airlines Lebanon livery? It's beautiful, Adam. Yeah. There was actually Freeware Beirut that I want to fly into sometime soon. Mr. Barry's back. It's the first time I used that this stream, Dan. Hey, Cap, Sim Update 3, you can finally pop out displays properly in E330. I have no clue, Derek. I never pop out the displays, I'm not sure. TA is such a shit at anti-aliasing. The displays are clear, but outside DLSS and FSR are way better. Maybe. As far as foreign liveries, kind of fond of the Egypt Air. Egypt Air is badass. They have probably one of the badass liveries. Yeah, I agree with you. Anytime soon to fly the regional version of the A330-200 Saudi livery, the busiest domestic route in the Middle East, Riyadh to Jeddah. That'd be kind of fun. Motaz, we'll have to add that to the list, maybe, yeah. I don't want to... We'll do it when we're on the ground, Derek. I don't want to do it now and it crashes the sim or something like that. All right. What are we doing weather-wise? What do we got? Variable at 3 still, 30-mile visibility, 3009er. Good. Can you add OERK and ULBA to the list? Yeah, throw it on the Discord for me, Adam, if you can. If you're not in the Discord. Exclamation point Discord. Join the Discord. Throw that in the flight suggestion channel. You know, use that on Linker, keeping the load time short at airports. Do you also install and remove liveries from the Phoenix Manager? No, I don't. Gray shirt. What I do, as far as liveries go, I try not to install too many liveries. And if I do fly like a one-off livery that I don't, then, yeah. Remind me to show the new graphic I have for OBS later tonight. Oh? Refresh the Metro on Navigraph. Those are the winds are right now. YUL 020 at 7:30. I mean, it should automatically update, no? Winds? How do you... Oh, it just updated. 020 at 7. Huh. Well, I guess we should be landing 6 left then? Hold on. 6 left. 6 left. ILS 6 left. Habs. Miglo. Novia. Insert. Don't do anything crazy. Alright, we need to go direct to... We're at Epmok. We'll go direct... Habs? Or RV. We'll go direct RV. Okay, there we go. We're going to be well above profile, so I'm going to get the speed brakes out here. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't, I don't know why it wasn't updating. Like, you saw it. It just flipped over to those winds now. Weird. It's alright, we got the speed brake out. We're descending. We should be able to get it back on track. Now I know why Boeing Aviation said he was landing there. Speed brake, yeah, because we're insanely high above profile. Oh, that would be why. Descent, there we go. Alright, seatbelt signs are on. We'll put auto brake over to low. We'll clear that message out. We don't need that. Good. Navigas does that all the time, unfortunately. Interesting. Huh. Well, we've got 60 track miles to run. We're supposed to be at 9,000 feet at Habs. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll try our best. We're descending at 4,700 feet per minute right now. Are you considering returning to 2020? Only when there's airplanes that I want to fly that are not available. How did you learn this airplane? It's an Airbus. They're kind of all the same, to be honest with you. This is basically just a big A320. The best way that I can describe it. 3009 on the altimeters. Also, we need to update our baro minimums, and we need to update the weather, actually. 020 at 7. 020 at 7. Alright. Everything else stays the same, but then we need to go to flights, and we need to change you to the ILS 6 left from final. Good. And now we have a minimum of 300 on the baro minimums. Beautiful. Alright. Good. 73 track miles to run. We're at 14,000. We're about 5,000 above profile. We should be fine and able to bring this back to normal. That's pretty cool, Montaza. Yeah, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. It's possible to hit 9,000 if PAC's comfort, speed restrictions, and structural limits are viewed as optional. Yeah, which we don't want to do. We don't want to do that. The views out there, though. Beautiful. Dropping like a rock. Yes, sir. She's going. She's not happy about it, but she's going. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Intercept is Zolta at 3,000 recommended. So we'll go 3,000 feet. Silent Submarine, what's up, man? Happy Thursday, dude. Best approach in YUL is from the east, the airport, and the 2-4s. You pass above the city and you get to see the Olympic Stadium. Correct. If I was only asked about the pop-outs because it'll be a few more till I'm back in my sim. It was a huge bug with this plane, both iniBuilds and Microsoft, footballing back and forth. Interesting. It's Key Official. Thanks for the kind words, man. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. 10,000 feet. Seatbelts on. Ding the cabin. Ding, ding. Get our sim sounds turned up a little bit here. And we're doing our best to get back onto track. That runway change was a little bit late, but we got it. Yeah, I agree, JF. I agree, bid. For a quote-unquote default airplane, this does the trick, man. Did this in real life. Air Canada E321 planned to return London Heathrow to YYZ, but they canceled it and we had to go to Montreal the day after. Damn. This puts meeting into fly it like you stole it. We have First Officer Senor Henry at the helm. No problems. All right, friends. LS switch is going to go on. We're actually right on profile right now. I don't know how accurate that is. It's actually probably pretty accurate. Let me vertical speed it. Let's go like 2,000 feet per minute. Let's bleed off some of this speed. Bring this down to like 210. We'll shallow that out. We'll activate approach mode. That's good. Was our VAP 125 again? It's so crazy to me. This plane lands so slow. All right, shallow out 1,000 feet per minute. Reach out. Everything's good. We're all good. Everything is okay, Chad. It's all peachy. We'll arm localizer. Very good. We can even shallow this out even more. 700 feet per minute. What aircraft are we looking to fly? We're going to be in this one, the A330. Looks like we're doing some Air Canada ops to France, Lyon. Should be nice. Okay, friends. About to intercept. Speed's good. Altitude's good. We somehow saved this. Those can go in and armed now. Thank you. We'll go speed check flaps 1. Beautiful. We'll roll the speed back to 190. Good. Lokestar has been captured. Perfect. We'll arm approach now. Very good. So, Gab, this is what I mean. The ortho to your right is blurry, it seems. The ortho to my right. Wait. This side? I mean, I don't know.
Montreal traffic, Childerz, 96 turning right lane.
It looks fine. It's ortho. I'm not staring out the window at it like, ooh. Like, yeah, I don't know. It looks fine. Looks normal. Remember, this isn't, this is just regular ortho. We're not in the photogrammetry section of Montreal. That's like up here. Looks incredible up there. All right, glide slope is captured. Beautiful. Speed 180. We'll wait for 2,500 feet, then we'll drop the gear. Schwartz Deli? Delicious. Capside day in the Biscoff household ran out of medicine. Uh-oh. Time to make a trip to the store. Alrighty. Speed's good at 180. We'll call on an 8-mile final. Montreal traffic trends at 151, 8-mile final, runway 6 left, Montreal. Let's go gear down and speed check flaps 2. And we'll go final lap speed now. Back to managed mode. Let's get runway turnoffs on, nose lights on, and wing lights on. Beautiful. Boats. Boats and hose. There's actually lots of boats in here. This is St. Lawrence. Finally decided to uninstall 2020. I had 500 gigs on my M.2 left. Now I have 2 terabytes. Yep. You're to come to India this week? No. Sorry. Speed check, flaps 3. It's not just boats. French boats. Oui, oui, oh. Oui, 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 oui. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Someone on the opposite side? You can always log out. 160 speed check, flaps full. Fully configured. Very nice. We'll start the replay tool. Recording. Very nice. All right. Joystick cam's coming on. My airplane. Very good. And fully configured, chat. Looking great. Boop, boop, boop. Replay is armed. Ready to go. Montreal traffic, Transat 151, short final, 6 left. Montreal. $1,000 feet. Minimal inputs on the controls. Slight corrections. Discord link showing expired, try and open it in a different browser.
500.
Sometimes Chrome does not behave with Discord links.
400.
A little bit squirrely there.
300.
I'm not following... Actually, never mind. It's fine.
100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hold it. Beautiful. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Oop, that nose comes down a little bit too quick. Decelerating. $70 knots. Reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down and back to Montreal. Auto brakes off. Back up into the flight deck. Very, very nice chat. Arguably, I know our first landing was softer, but I think that was all around a better landing. That was more like textbook, zero float, cutting the power and starting the flare at the exact correct time. That was a good one. That was a good one, chat. We got to make a hard right turn here. Oh, it didn't put the ground spoilers down automatically this time, so that's good. Speed brakes and flaps going clean. Montreal traffic, Transat 151, vacated 6 left, Montreal. All right. Should on a flaps 3? Haven't even ever considered that. Does this aircraft do that a lot? A flap 3 landing? All right. Landing lights off, nose light over to taxi, runway turnoffs are off, strobe lights are off, wing lights are off. Good. This is a very hard turn. There we go. We did it. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, man. Very wide turn. All right. Good. APU master start switch can go on. Stop the flight time. 46 minutes. Holy shit. I guess that's what you get when you depart on the 5s and arrive on the 6s. You see this often, YUL, they want to save time, config 3 in the perf and the MIC-do. Yeah, interesting. I never even thought of doing a flap 3 arrival into an airport. Never even considered that. What gate are we going up to? We'll go to, we started at 61, I believe. 61 or 59. GSX. We'll go gates. 59. No. What did I say? 60 or 61? 59. We'll take 61 then. No. Swissport. Good. Those are international gates? I know, but they're the large gates. There's not... this aircraft, when it does fly, actually goes over here to the remote stands, the west apron, when they do this. I just wanted to use a gate. APU is on... Gate 1 would be the best gate. Where the hell is gate 1? That's all the way down here. Into like the... it's fine. We'll survive here. We'll survive. Brake fan needs to go on. Brakes are hot. LS switch can go off. Good. We are going to stop our recording. We've got that to watch as well, friends. Very good. Sounds can come down a little bit. Good. All right. Great day of flying, my friends. Great day of flying. Again, if you haven't, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Show the channel some love, friends. We're hunting 250 likes on today's live stream. Hopefully we can do that. That looks like a 310. Or is that a... No, that's definitely a 310, right, chat? Or is that a... No, it's a 330. Never mind. Why does it look so short and stubby? Or is it the 200? Is anybody at gate 1? Maybe I can switch it to gate 1. Gates 1. But it says it's a medium. I don't know how well this is going to work. Marshaller has been dispatched on site. Probably should have gone the other way. It's okay. Done a few times with 320 also means you'll need to flare a bit less. Doing flaps 3, yeah. To me, I remember trying it on the 320, the 321, and it always felt super weird. I don't know if that's just me, but should have taken a left. You might be too big to pass there. We'll send it. Don't worry. We will send it, my friend. Full send. What are your impressions on the sim update? It's good. It's good. The sim seems to be running smooth, seems to be stable, performance seems to be good. This is a very heavy airport scenery. Any of the MK studios, although they are beautiful, they are very heavy on performance. So for me to be getting 60 FPS pretty smoothly without any crazy stutters or visual degradation, it's good. Tell AC to close their eyes. Correct. We'll make it. You're the one that wanted me to go to 1, okay? I'm doing this for you. I was just going to send it into one of those gates right here. 52. Boom. What are my graphic settings? Combination of low, medium, and ultra, to be honest with you. I have the things that don't matter, like trees, grass, bushes, rocks. I have all that shit turned to low or off, usually low. And then I have things like clouds all set to ultra. Yeah. Great stream. Looking forward to tonight's stream. Of course, Delta fan. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We haven't flown Delta in a while, and we definitely haven't flown a Delta 330 in a while. And we're going to be in the long boy tonight, the A330-200. So that'll be nice. Yeah, if you want a complete breakdown of my, we have lots of room to fit here. Or am I speaking too soon? Nah, lots of room. Join my Discord. And if you were having issues with the Discord and the join button, just like I said, open it in a different browser. That'll most likely work for you. All right, there's our gate. So we'll get nose lights off, APU bleed on. And we will get this bad boy into the stand. For some reason, my right toe brake doesn't seem to be working. Seems like only my left one is. Does Sim Update 3 make auto FPS redundant or still recommended to use? I would still use it, Nick. Yeah. Added in the Discord, I can share the official flight plan contract with our ATC friends in Saudi division on IVAO to welcome you with full ATC. I fly on VATSIM. I don't fly on IVAO. So we'd have to do it on VATSIM if we wanted full ATC. I don't know why my left toe brake's not, or sorry, my right toe brake's not working. Only my left one. I'm going to check that here in a second. That might explain why it feels like it's a little bit jittery. How was your landing, Boeing Aviation? It's a toe brake rug in the 330. I was going to say it was, everything was working fine the other day when I was flying other airplanes. Weird. How much further are you okay, well, I can't tell from that view. God, it's either me or like they make the 330 taxi so far in. Like, brother, I'm gonna be through you. Look at this. Am I gonna stop? Okay, now you want me to stop? Got you. Okay. Park brake is on. How close? Like, we're like right on top of them, dude. Jesus. Upstairs, APU and APU bleed is on. Engine number 1 is off. Engine number 2 is off. Listen to these spool downs. They sound great. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hey, Captain Admits to watch the streams. Welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well. All right. Beacon light is off. Seatbelt sign is off. Fuel pumps go off. Very good. Crew supply is off. We'll go to GSX. We'll request deboarding. And there we have it, my friends. Jet bridge is connecting. We're all the way in here for some reason. We don't want that. We want to be up here a little bit more, please, and thank you. Yes, very nice. Very good. We'll flip this over like that. There we go. And we'll back ourselves up. And there we have it, friends. What a beautiful looking aircraft. We just fit into this spot. Barely. Barely made it, but we made it. He wanted to kiss the nose, that's why, apparently. You sure you got a GSX profile for YUL? I most definitely do. I'm going to double check on that right now for you. CYUL. I definitely have a GSX profile installed for Montreal. Definitely have. See? Get out of here. Update available. So at one point I had it. I'm not sure where it went. But it is not in my GSX folder any longer. So, we'll get this. I am not a robot. Thank you. All right. Or am I? Now we have a proper GSX profile. I don't know what happened to it, but we got it. Hey, do you think the sounds compared to X-Plane 12's 330? I don't think I've ever flown the X-Plane 12 330, other than to make fun of it having a Boeing FMC when it first launched. Says 2024 not compatible. Oh, maybe that's why then. I don't think it deletes it though, to be honest with you. I'll take that as a no. Thank you for the awesome stream, Cam Canada. Hey, thanks for being here, Leonard. Appreciate you, man. That was a fun stream. Some beautiful landings today, chat. Real nice landings. What ended up being the landing rate on that one? 159.103G. As mentioned, a little bit more firm than the arrival into Toronto. Toronto's was a grease, but I feel overall that was just like a better landing, to be honest with you. Sounds are 10 out of 10, but the aircraft is a 5 out of 10. I mean, to be fair, X-Plane has always had fantastic sounds because they use the F mod. Making sounds in X-Plane, like even like from a developer's perspective, can be really nice because of those F mod sounds. X-Plane runs entirely on F mod, and I'm a big fan of F mod and the sounds. They're fantastic. All right, let's quit that bad boy. Beautiful. Let's jump back inside the aircraft. We're going to go to GSX, and we're going to restart the Kutao script. Good. Going to come down here to ground, and we're going to close all of those doors. Beautiful. Wait for all of those doors to get closed. Very good. We'll then go to panel state. We're going to go ready for takeoff. Good. We'll set flaps full. Good. We'll make sure that all of our lights are on for replay. Oh, never mind. They already were all on. I just turned them all off. Good. That's done. We'll wait for the flaps to come out. Wait for the engines to spool up. And then we will be good to watch our replay, friends. Engines are spooling. Look at the star on the left wing. It's reversed. The star on the left wing. It's reversed? No? They're both good. Are they not? Both are pointing towards the front of the aircraft. They're fine. Arriving into Montreal in about 20 minutes on VATSIM in the iniBuilds A330. Nice. Hopefully you have a great arrival, man. We just had a great one as well. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right. Cool. Everything looks good there, friends. Happy with all of that. Let's watch our replay, shall we? Let's do it. I will release the park brakes. I have the brake fan. Oh. I'll turn the brake fan on. Hopefully this doesn't cause any issues on the replay. It might. Hit the replay button. Good. We'll pause the replay. We'll bring this all the way forward. We'll watch it from right about there. Should be good. Resume the replay. We'll jump outside. We'll fix our camera. Give us a nice little arrival here. Is it zoomed in at all? Oh yeah, it is. Usually put it to like there. Manual. Good. All right. Let's zoom in here on the airplane. Let's see how she goes. Should look real smooth. I just wish the gear animation was done better. That's my only complaint. The gear animation is subpar. Subpar to say the least. Alright. Yeah, the gear animation you'll see, like there's absolutely no gear animation. It'll kind of just crash itself into the runway. There's the flare, 1,000-footers. Sheesh. Nose comes down a little bit too heavy. I got to get used to holding the joystick back. It's not like the Phoenix. And the Phoenix, if you hold the nose back, you'll just end up smashing into the sorry, the aircraft will like basically start to go fly again. It's a little bit weird. Little bit weird. All right, we'll do it from the behind the wing view now. Very nice. This is my favorite one, to be honest with you. Out of all the replays we do, the behind the wing is always so damn nice. Let me do that quickly. There we go. Speed brake should come back in. The one on the side of winglet star is meant to be pointing away from the front of the aircraft. Oh, well, that's something you should mention to Hughes. They're the livery developers for this one, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with it. Anyways, I'd like to take this time now to thank my mods, my donators, and my sponsors. Thank you all so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, this just wouldn't be possible. I say it every single stream, but I truly do mean it. You guys are the backbone. You guys are what makes this entire thing go around. And for that, I am forever grateful. So thank you, everybody, for your continued support of this channel. As I mentioned, it does not go unnoticed. You guys are absolutely incredible. So thank you, everybody who supports the streams in a monetary value. To everybody else who cannot support the streams with a monetary value, but support the streams through smashing down the thumbs up button, flying with us on VATSIM, controlling with us on VATSIM, just hanging out in chat, enjoying Flight Sim as much as we do. I'd like to thank you guys just as much. Thank you, everybody, for watching the streams. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out, smashing the thumbs up button. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's flight. It's a little bit of a shorter afternoon stream. We are live in about 3.5 hours from now. We're going to be doing Atlanta to JFK tonight in a Delta A330. So that should be a fun one. God, that was a beautiful landing, man. Holy chat. We absolutely cooked on that one. That was greasy. Very nice landing. We'll take that all day long. We'll jump outside to this side. So yes, as I mentioned, if you're looking for something to do tonight, we will be on VATSIM. Atlanta to JFK. I think it's like an hour and a half, something like that. Hour and a half flight. So we'll be doing that this evening. And then the next live stream, which it looks like you guys have voted on, which will be on Saturday, was actually a little bit of a mix-up, but more importantly, you guys chose Air Canada. That's all that matters. So Saturday's long haul is going to be Air Canada from Montreal to Lyon in France. And we have some beautiful scenery, obviously, here in Montreal that you're seeing, but some beautiful scenery in Lyon as well. So it's going to be a great flight on Saturday if you're looking for something to do. It's about a 6.5, 7 hour long haul Saturday. So that'll be a fun one for our long haul. Get back into our Saturday long hauls. Should be a lot of fun. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you all with some greasy, God, that might have been my best landing I've had in a while in any Airbus airplane shot. Sheesh. Leave you guys some wing views. enjoy the replays, and I look forward to catching you guys tonight for our flight into JFK. I'm hoping my computer doesn't completely melt itself trying to fly to JFK at night. We'll see how that one goes. Enjoy the replays, friends. Catch you all in a couple hours. If I don't catch you then, I'll catch you on Saturday. Happy landings, my friends. See